following is a presentation of Radio Alabama Sports. This broadcast is copyrighted by Radio Alabama for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast, descriptions, or accounts of the game without Radio Alabama's consent is strictly prohibited.
Wetumpka Indians play right here. Welcome to the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network and the RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty pregame show, sponsored in part by Collier Ford, Central Alabama Community College, RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty and RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty Plus, Baptist Health and Baptist Ortho Now, the City of Wetumpka, Central Access, Russell Do-It Center, State Farm Agent Jackson Hagan, Wharf Casual Seafood, First Community Bank, Montgomery Fire Equipment Company, CAC Adult Learning, and Precision Floor Care.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network. I'm Mitch Petrie, alongside Deacon Meeks here in the Central Alabama Community College broadcast booth. We've got an exciting matchup here for you tonight as the Indians get ready to take on the Marbury Bulldogs. These teams faced off earlier in the season. First, we'll have the girls matchup, followed by the boys about 10 minutes after the conclusion of this game. Indians coming into this one with a 3-game losing streak and most recently dropping a game against Stanhope Elmore this past Friday. It was a close game all the way through, but the Indians will look back to get back into the win column here tonight. When these two teams faced off earlier this season, Indians won it by their biggest margin all season and also scored the most points that they have all season in a 77-9 blowout victory for the Indians. It should be an exciting one, Deacon.
Yeah, I completely agree. And Coach Winchester is definitely going to be wanting her girls to be shooting efficiently and just applying that full court press defense. We didn't really see that much against Stanhope, and I think if they added that on at the end of the game, they probably could have held on and kept the pressure on Stanhope. But I think that's going to be the main key factors to this game, to just apply pressure to Marbury and to let the people know that the Wetumpka Indians are still here to play and to win this thing.
Those keys to the game presented by RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty. And it will just a few minutes away from tip-off here. But before we get to that, Deacon, shooting the ball efficiency, that's something that this team really has worked on all season long. And I think a big way that comes is by trusting your bigs down low.
Oh, definitely. And, whenever we look at the open looks that the Indians get, they shoot great, even if they miss, their bigs are down in the paint. But the main thing is also, like you're saying, trusting the bigs in the paint. Just sometimes you don't have to take the three. Sometimes you can dish it down low and trust your bigs to go up and get the bucket. You got 6'2" Queen Ballard, who can go up there and is bigger than any other girl on the court right now. And she's going to go up there and get the bucket for the Lady Indians. So that's something that's a good point that you just pointed out.
Yeah, absolutely. Logan Banks, Queen Ballard, the two post defenders and great scorers here for the Indians. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, it'll be time for tip-off here on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network, powered by Radio Alabama Sports.
At First Community Bank of Central Alabama, banking's about real relationships, trust, kindness, and a shared commitment to making life better. As your neighbor and partner across Elmore and Autauga counties, we're here for you, whether you're planning your future, buying your first home, or building your wealth. With our local knowledge and heartfelt support, you can count on us. First Community Bank of Central Alabama. Let's do life together. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When a sports injury has you sidelined, Baptist Ortho Now offers comprehensive orthopedic care with no appointment from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Saturday, with board-certified specialists treating injuries and expert physical therapists administering everything from sports medicine to everyday recovery treatment. Baptist Ortho Now, getting you off the bench and back in the action. East Chase across from Target.
It's never too late to take the next step. The Central Alabama Community College Adult Learning Program helps adults 18 and older earn their GED or even a high school diploma. You can also prepare for the workforce with short-term certificates in medical billing and coding, medical assisting, pharmacy technician, or hospitality and culinary. Flexible classes fit your schedule, and your future starts today. Visit cacc.edu/adult education or call 256-378-2017. CACC Adult Learning Program. Discover you.
When it comes to real estate in the River region, trust the team that puts you first. Chad Barrett, Beverly Wright, and Kathy Thornton. With experience, dedication, and a commitment to making every move smooth, they're here to guide you whether you're buying, selling, or investing. Together at RE/MAX Cornerstone and RE/MAX Cornerstone Plus, they're the names families across our community count on. Call today and let Chad, Beverly, or Kathy help with your next move.
From Radio Alabama Sports, this is the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network. Wetumpka basketball is presented by Collier Ford. Come on to Collier Ford. Proudly serving the River region for nearly 75 years. Online at collierfordinc.com. RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty and RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty Plus. Kathy Thornton, Chad Barrett, and Beverly Wright are your River region real estate experts. Central Alabama Community College. Central to you, central to your success. Baptist Health, the official healthcare provider of the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network. Your health is our mission. Online at baptistfirst.org and the City of Wetumpka.
And it's just about time for tip-off here in Marbury. But first, your starting lineups presented by First Community Bank. Getting the start here for the Indians tonight is Layla Culpepper, Aaliyah Humphrey, Queen Ballard, Logan Banks, and Maya Richardson. Indians come out wearing their black uniforms adorned in gold trim and gold lettering with white numbers. Marbury in all white uniforms with some blue trim, blue numbers, and blue lettering. Tip-off is underway, and the Indians win it. It was Aaliyah Humphrey up there for the tip-off, and ball was tipped off to Logan Banks, and they give it to Humphrey. Now working away and down inside is Queen Ballard, and she's on the board early here for the Indians. A quick bucket for Queen Ballard.
And the Indians did just what you expected that they would do, move the ball down low and target the bigs inside the paint.
And it's a hot start here for the Indians. That ball trickled on out of bounds. And now Marbury turned that one over and inbounding it now for the Indians. They moved it all the way to the baseline for some reason, working around the top of the arc, and they'll find it back to Aaliyah Humphrey, catch and shoot three off the mark. But a rebound goes into the hands of Queen Ballard, and that's 4 for Ballard already. All points coming here from the paint for the Indians.
Yeah, and the paint is starting to be a dominant presence already as early as it is in the game. The Indians are finding such ease creating points in the paint.
That's something that this team has done well all season. Now Marbury working the other way and passing around the top of the arc. Ball in the hands of Jacayla Upshaw, but it passed to her, went off of her right hand, went across the backcourt line, and that's a violation and a turnover there on the Bulldogs. Aaliyah Humphrey will get ready to inbound this one for the Indians. And she does so into the hands of Richardson. Passes back over to Humphrey out on the wing. Queen Ballard down low. Not going to get the layup to go that time. Rebound goes into the hands of Caden Seaman there for the Bulldogs. Ball was stolen. Layla Culpepper with a 5-foot floater off the mark, and Seaman grabs the rebound again. Upshaw's going to bring it up for the Indians, but it was tipped there for a second. Layla Culpepper did a good job there. And it's Humphrey working the other way here for the Indians. She passed it over to Culpepper, but officials blow this one dead, and they'll blow the foul there on Zoe Alexander of the Marbury Bulldogs. So Indians will inbound it from below their own baseline. And Humphrey in the corner, catch and shoot three. She's got it this time, three-pointer for the Indians. And they're off to a quick 7-0 lead here with just a minute and 40 seconds expired in this first quarter. First quarter action brought to you by State Farm agent Jackson Hagan. And the Bulldogs' pass there was intercepted by Aaliyah Humphrey. She was looking to pass it on a fast break there to Maya Richardson, and they'll blow a foul there. This one goes against Jakayla Upshaw, so fouls on back-to-back possessions there for the Bulldogs.
And each team playing some very aggressive defense in this one, starting off early.
And Humphrey, another three, this time off the mark. Rebound goes into the hands of Justice Ellerson. Indians trap them down low for a second, but now it's Upshaw working the other way. Crosses half court, but a pass sails over the head there of Caden Seaman. Another turnover on the Bulldogs, who are still searching for their first points in this one.
And rebounding already being a very key factor for the Indians. Queen Ballard, I believe, already has 3 boards in this one. So this is leading to a great defensive and paint-played game by the Indians.
And there was Layla Culpepper driving inside, 5-foot layup off the mark that time. Upshaw grabs the rebound and is going to try to cross half court, maybe do it all herself. 3 from the wing and too strong off the back iron. Rebound goes into the hands of Culpepper, but it was poked away there for a second from Upshaw, but last touch by the Bulldogs. They inbound this one into the hands of Richardson. Richardson brings it across half court and passes over to Culpepper on the wing. Now it's Layla Culpepper, gets her woman in the air, fakes the 3, and a jumper from alongside the baseline won't go. Queen Ballard, second chance, no good that time either for the Indians. Rebound goes to Upshaw of the Bulldogs. She'll pass it over to Justice Ellerson now, and Ellerson picks up her dribble just in front of the half-court logo, passes over to Upshaw. 3 rattles around and falls through there for the Bulldogs. First points of the night comes out of the hands of Jakayla Upshaw, and a 3-pointer for them. Now Richardson trying to answer with a 3 of her own. Off the mark that time, Queen Ballard snags the rebound. And she was trying to pass it back out. She was standing right alongside the baseline. She was trying to pass it out. And they'll call a quick timeout, will the Marbury Bulldogs. And so as they do so, we'll take a timeout of our own. We'll be right back on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network.
First quarter action is brought to you by State Farm agent Jackson Hagan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm agent Jackson Hagan is there.
Protect what matters most with State Farm agent Jackson Hagan in Wetumpka. From auto and home to life insurance, Jackson Hagan and his dedicated team offer personalized service to ensure you have comprehensive coverage tailored to your needs. As a local agent, Jackson Hagan understands the unique challenges you face and is committed to guiding you through every step, from quotes to claims. Trust in a neighbor who truly cares. Like a good neighbor, State Farm agent Jackson Hagan is there. Call 334-478-3864 for a quote today.
Coming out of the timeout, Bulldogs are working the other way here. And with the ball now in the corner is Upshaw. Tries to go for the layup below the basket, won't get it to go. Another rebound here for Queen Ballard, and now Richardson is working the other way. Richardson trying to lay up, grabs her own miss though. Second chance points good that time there for Maya Richardson. First points of the night for her, and the Indians take an 11-3 lead. Richardson grabs a steal, does it again. Another layup here for Maya Richardson. Buckets on back-to-back possessions. And another steal here for the Indians. Layla Culpepper got it that time, passes it over to Richardson. 5-foot floater, no good. Upshaw will grab the rebound. Ball is loose there for a second, but she recovers and will pass it over to Justice Ellerson. Humphrey now grabs another steal. Indians defense really showing up strong here. Culpepper out on the wing, will pass it down even further. Corner 3 for Maya Richardson, off the mark, but this time the rebound is grabbed by Alyssa Tyus for the Bulldogs.
This pace of this game is already being set by each team, moving very fast, and a lot of hustle on each side as well.
Both teams trying to work the ball here really quickly. Catch and shoot three for Tyus. A little bit too strong that time. Rebound from Logan Banks. She'll fire a full court pass over into the hands of Aaliyah Humphrey. Lays it up there. No problem for Humphrey. She's got 5 already. And Indians with a 15-3 lead. 5 minutes expired here in quarter number 1.
And Coach Winchester already putting her defense out in that full court press, and it's proven effective as of right now. Early in this game, the Indians have only held them to 3 points, and the Indians are doing just amazing on defense, keeping them very locked up and very confined on that backcourt line.
Now Marbury getting ready to inbound to this one. Williams will inbound it over into the hands of Alexander. Alexander picks up her dribble, and she's trapped but gets it out. Couple of passes here, and it works its way back to Alexander. Three-pointer off the mark. Logan Banks with another board, chucking a full-court pass, and nobody ahead of him as Layla Culpepper goes up. No foul called there. Culpepper had a lot of contact. Now it's Upshaw working the other way, trying to do it all herself. Jumper from about 22 feet, no good, but an offensive rebound there for Julie Adams. Ball hit the floor. She was looking for somebody to pass to, but an Indian got their hands on it and poked it out of bounds, so it'll stick with Marbury on this end. They inbound it, and now it's Tyus down on the corner for 3. Low arcing shot off the mark that time. Rebound was grabbed by Zoe Alexander. And they'll call, I believe it was a jump ball on the floor, no foul. But possession arrow points the way of the Bulldogs, so they'll try it yet again. Substitution now as Jacayla Upshaw will come out of the game for the Bulldogs, and Andrea Smith will come on to take her place. Inbound right in front of the bucket. Tyus went up for it, but it was blocked by Logan Banks. Indians trying to do it again on the fast break. Lexi Smith, a lot of contact there on the shot. This time they will call the foul, and it'll send Smith to the free throw line there. Foul goes against Janae Williams of the Marbury Bulldogs. 15-3 your score still. 2 minutes and 9 seconds left here in this first quarter. First free throw short-armed a little bit by Smith. Went off the front iron and then trickled off to that left side. Smith's second free throw coming now. This one rattles around, takes a friendly bounce for the Indians, and Smith going 1 of 2 at the charity stripe that time. Indians coming out in the full court press, and Lexi Smith stole it right away. Layup again, a lot of contact. It was off the mark, no foul call. Now Marbury trying to find some space with Tyus. Tyus gets a 5-foot jumper from the brick. No good, but an offensive rebound there for Zoe Alexander and gives the Bulldogs 5.
When the Indians take Queen Ballard out of the game, it really shows how that affects the Indians' defense down low in the paint and how much they truly need her to go up and get those big boards.
Deep 3 there from Lexi Smith, no problem. And Smith gets her first field goal of the night. Indians still full court pressing, but they will manage to get it across half court with Zoe Alexander, but she picked up her dribble. That pivot foot slid along the floor. That's a travel violation and a turnover there on the Bulldogs.
And the effectiveness of that full court press being shown live in action, just straight up pressure. That's all it is, putting the pressure on the ball handler and letting the Indians just sit back and relax and take the ball away.
And Logan Banks, jumper from about 7 feet, parallel with the baseline. Not going to go down for her, but she will get the foul call and a chance to earn her points at the charity stripe. Four fouls already on the Marbury Bulldogs here. Team fouls, that is. All fouls going against different players, though, so nobody in foul trouble as of yet as Banks knocks down the first free throw. And there we go, no problem there for Banks. Goes 2 of 2 at the charity stripe, and Indians take a 21-5 lead. Still coming out with that full court press. Aaliyah Humphrey poked the ball out of bounds. Still struggling to bring it across half court. Now it's Janae Williams getting ready to inbound it. She'll chuck it to half court into the hands of Tyus. Tyus working inside, picks up her dribble and passes out to the corner, and Alexander, who has her shot blocked. Now Leah Humphrey catches a high arcing pass there, and her momentum was carrying her out of bounds. Good job there. Just chucks it off the Marbury defender. It was Janae Williams who last touched it. Trickled on out of bounds after that, so the Indians will inbound it from below their own bucket. She'll give it to Banks now, back over to Richardson on the wing. Now they find Humphrey in the corner. Catch and shoot three off the mark. Rebound snagged by Logan Banks, and second chance points for Logan Banks.
Yeah, second chance points have just been everything for this Indians team. Going up, getting the boards have led to so many easy 2 points and easy layups in this game.
41.8 seconds left on the clock as that ball trickled out of bounds. Lexi Smith went for the steal on the inbound, not able to corral it there. And Marbury will inbound it yet again. This pass hit the feet of Andrea Smith, and it went out of bounds. So Indians again getting ready to inbound it from their own bucket, and it's just been a defensive masterclass here from the Indians so far.
Yeah, I completely agree. A lot of hustle being shown and just pushing the pace in this one, showing no fret because Coach Winchester has plenty of players who are willing to step up and take that position and play good defense.
Inbound pass was stolen away from Maya Richardson. Catch and shoot three here for Tyus. Off the mark, she got the pass from Williams. And now Richardson chucks it down low to Aaliyah Humphrey. Goes up for the jumper. Count it, and 1. 7 points already here for Aaliyah Humphrey. That foul goes against Caden Seaman. That's her first of the night.
And man, was that a circus shot. I mean, she went everywhere with that ball, and it still ended up in the basket. So amazing shot right there, amazing take, and great way to draw the foul as well.
Yeah, it's something Aaliyah Humphrey has done so well. She converts on the and one opportunity right there, but she really just loves contact. She's not afraid of it at all. They inbound this one into the hands of Zoe Alexander, but Lexi Smith is right there to tie it up. Possession arrow here points the way of the Indians, and Aaliyah Humphrey will inbound it from just in front of the scorer's table. She'll give it over to Lexi Smith, passes it back in a couple of passes, now down low into the hands of Logan Banks. No problem for her in that post yet again.
Yet again indeed, because Logan Banks has been there the whole game and will still be.
That pass is intercepted. 2 seconds left on the clock. Will Lexi Smith get it off in time? She will, but just a little bit too strong off the back iron. And a 23-point lead here for the Indians, 28-5. They're on top after one quarter. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network, powered by Radio Alabama Sports.
Hi, I'm Beverly Wright with RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty. Every move is different, and so is every client. That's why I take the time to listen, understand, and guide you through the process with care. Whether you're buying or selling in the River region, I'm here to make it simple. Let's do this together. I'm Beverly Wright with RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty.
Second quarter action is brought to you by Golf Video. Live event and video production elevating your next project. Let Jackson Dean and his team make your event look like $1 million. Online at golfvideo.io.
Why'd they bring their whole band?
And back now here on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network. It's time for second quarter action, powered by Radio Alabama Sports. And Marbury inbounds this one, and the ball bounces off the chest there of Justice Ellerson. Didn't even bother picking it up. Would have been a backcourt violation, so she lets it trickle out of bounds. Got some of the bench players in here for the Indians. Charlisa Gibbs out there, Kai Dillard as well, Jayla Merkerson, Zaria Peak, and Queen Ballard as well. Passing around the top of the arc are the Indians. They find Queen Ballard down low, and again, no problem there for Ballard. She's got 6 already, and the Indians take a 25-point lead, 30-5. And a couple of passes here for the Bulldogs. Another 3 off the mark this time. They have barely tried to go inside the paint, have the Bulldogs in. Kai Dillard had the ball poked out of her hands as she was racing down the court there, but it was last touched by Caden Seaman of the Bulldogs. And Indians will inbound it from below their own bucket again. Charlisa Gibbs catch and shoot three off the mark that time, but rebound goes into the hands of Kai Dillard. A nice little bank shot there from about 5 feet for Kai Dillard, and she'll get her first points of the night.
And when you talk about the future for the Indians, you think of Kai Dillard, right? She's a great guard who's just been so efficient with her bench playing time and has been proven to be like as good as the starters and to compete with all the starters up there.
Yeah, this team is very youthful indeed. Only a couple of seniors in Charlisa Gibbs and Queen Ballard. And future is definitely bright here for the Lady Indians. On the other end of the floor, ball was poked out there for a second by the Bulldogs, but Kai Dillard will get ready to inbound this one again. Timeout on the floor here just for a quick second. Zaria Peak has got to tie her shoe, so the officials will blow everything dead, and she's got it all laced up now and ready to go. Inbound to Ballard. Free throw off the mark. Jayla Merkerson snags the rebound. Can't get the second chance points to go. Loose scramble for the ball, and it ended up in the hands of Caden Seaman. She had to slide to go grab it, but falls out of bounds as she does so, so Indians will be forced to try it again. And a couple of passes now. They get it back to Kai Dillard. Three off the mark that time. Ball in the air there for a second. They get a jump ball between Seaman and Dillard. And possession arrow still points the way of the Indians here. They switch the possession arrow at the beginning of each quarter, so hence why both of the last two jump balls have come the way of the Indians. Substitution now for the Bulldogs. Tyus will come on the floor. Zaria Peak with a three off the mark, but a rebound smacked out of bounds that time by Julie Adams of the Bulldogs.
The Indians having a few lucky breaks right here. And Queen Ballard taking advantage of it, going up in the paint and getting the layup to go right there for the Indians.
Nice bucket there for Queen Ballard. She's got 8 already, just 2 away from double digits. Ellerson will be the woman to inbound it here for the Bulldogs, and she will into the hands of Jacayla Upshaw. She's guarded tightly by Kai Dillard, not trying to give her any space, but Upshaw across half court, now working alongside the near corner. She's trapped in that corner and trying to find somewhere to give it to. Officials signal this one dead. I believe that'll be a foul call against the Indians. And that foul will go against Zaria Peak.
Yeah, man, our bench players, they're very tough, man. They go for the ball every time. They sense it. And I love that about the bench players. They have so much hustle and so much want to play the game of basketball.
And that inbound pass almost stolen by Kai Dillard. And Upshaw tries to stick with it, but extended that elbow a little bit against Kai Dillard. They'll blow the foul against Upshaw. That's her second of the night. So a little bit too handsy with that one. Peak will inbound it into the hands of Kai Dillard. Dillard passes to Merkerson, standing at the free throw line. They'll find Queen Ballard down low, goes up, but they won't be able to get it to go down, will the Indians? They'll call the foul there against Justice Ellerson, so that'll send Queen Ballard to the free throw line. 34-5, your score, Indians on top.
The Indians looking at a very offensively dominated game right here, as well as defense. They've only let up 5 points over the span of about 2.5 quarters. So amazing job by this Indians defense as well as offense, which this offense hasn't been, like that efficient as of recently on this 3-game losing streak. But they've really come out and shown that they can prove and compete with others.
And first free throw went down for Ballard. Second one off the mark, but she grabs her own rebound, catch and shoot 3 there. Off the pass from Queen Ballard. No good for Kai Dillard, but Ballard snags that rebound and gets some more second chance points here for the Indians. And inbound pass was bounced a long way. Long 2 there for Zaria Peak. Off the mark. She was the one who stole it, tried to do it all herself. Off the mark that time, and a couple of passes here for the Bulldogs. They'll find Upshaw down low completely by herself. Won't get the layup to go. Queen Ballard with another rebound, and Kai Dillard brings it across the floor. Fires a cross-court pass there into the hands of Ballard off the mark. But the rebound was snagged there 4 seconds by the Bulldogs, but Zaria Peak stole it away. And another foul call here on second chance points, this time against Charlisa Gibbs. And she'll head to the free throw line. Caden Seaman picking up her second foul of the night. Indians with a 37-5 lead. And if you remember that game back in November, the Indians won 77-9. So defensively on pace to match that total. Madison McDade will now check into the game, taking the spot of Queen Ballard. And it's a full bench lineup out there for the Indians. Second free throw now coming for Gibbs. No problem that time. Drops it in, extending this Indians lead to 33. Inbound pass was stolen almost by Zaria Peak, but not able to wrangle it, and it'll fall out of bounds, so the Bulldogs will have to try it again. They'll make a substitution, and Janae Williams will come into the game for Caden Seaman. And we'll get a timeout on the floor. Coach Winchester will call one. We'll take a quick break here on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network.
Hungry for fresh, flavorful seafood? Come to Wharf Casual Seafood, your local spot for shrimp, crab claws, mahi-mahi, and all your coastal favorites. Looking for a budget-friendly bite? Check out our tasty lunch specials featuring wraps, salads, shrimp, and more. Wharf Casual Seafood, wharfcasualseafood.com. The coast is here.
Back now, coming out of that timeout, 4 minutes and 45 seconds left, and Bulldogs working down low there for a second. They blow a foul on the floor, waiting for the officials to see who that one went against. It will go against Merkerson, her first foul of the night, and second foul on the Indians in this quarter. They inbound it to Tyus, trying to go up with it. Layup off the mark that time. Rebound goes into the hands of Kai Dillard. Finds Zaria Peak on the wing. They pass it to Merkerson down low. Not able to wrangle the pass there. It was poked out by Ellerson, but last touched by the Marbury Bulldogs. And Indians will inbound it yet again from below their own bucket. Dillard fires up to the top of the arc into the hands of Charlisa Gibbs. Couple of nice moves there from Gibbs. Lays it up and in. First field goal of the night for Gibbs. She's got 3 points after making one of her 2 free throws earlier in this quarter. 40-5, your score now. Indians still on top. 4 minutes and 13 seconds left here in this second quarter. Upshaw with it. Now she'll pass it down into the hands of Janae Williams. Cross-court pass for Tyus. Bank shot won't go down that time. Not open for business past bank hours here. Gibbs trying to do it all herself off the rebound. Not going to go that time. Madison McDade, though, will grab the board and get some second chance points here. Going to get a big substitution here for the Indians at his next stoppage. Starters going to come back in, make sure they stay warm. They'll get it across half court, will the Bulldogs, and they'll pass it over on the wing into the hands of Williams. And another cross-court pass not going to go down for the Bulldogs. And they'll get a foul call there against Ellerson of the Bulldogs. So Indians will inbound it. Starters back out there for the Indians. Smith, Richardson, Banks, Humphrey, and Culpepper, your 5 out there for the Indians now. They'll probably close out this quarter and this half. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. Humphrey will bring it across half court. Finds Richardson in the wing. Catch and shoot 3. Too strong that time, but rebound goes into the hands of Lexi Smith. She'll fire it back out on top into the hands of Humphrey. Humphrey calling some plays here, and she'll pass it over into the hands of Smith. Back to Humphrey, now to Richardson. Finds Banks down low in that low post. Couple of moves there from Banks, not going to go down, but grabs her own miss, and some more second chance points coming here for Banks and the Indians. Banks has 8 now, and it's a 44-5 lead. Indians on top.
In second chance points, you have said that word so many times in this one already because it's been true, you know. The Indians have gotten so many second chance points and turnovers in this game very early in this half.
And speaking of turnover, there's another steal there from Lexi Smith. Deep three again, not going to go down that time. Culpepper snags the rebound, kicks it back out top to Humphrey. Calling some plays are the Indians. Humphrey over to Richardson. Richardson drives inside, picks up her dribble. 17-foot jumper, not going to go down that time. Tice grabs a rebound there for the Bulldogs before handing it off to Upshaw. Upshaw, a little stutter step. Now she's working down in this near corner. Going back up to the top, picks up her dribble and pass it over to Tice. Richardson tried to steal that away there for a second, but they'll get Richardson there for the reach-in foul. First foul of the night for Richardson, and 2 minutes and 15 seconds left to go here in this second quarter.
And that was one of those iffy fouls, you know, like whenever it's just up for grabs. It's a ball that's gotten hit. It's a ball that the ref really can't tell, you know. But in this predicament, the Indians are obviously going to get that foul call on them. So.
Yeah, as the Bulldogs nail a three there, that time coming out of the hands of Tyus. First points of the night's there for Tyus. Humphrey picks up her dribble, working inside, finds Culpepper out on the wing. Not sure if that was a three or not, waiting to see if the scorer updates it. Scorer's table blocked my view of the three-point line. She shot it out of the near corner, and that was a three. Count it for Layla Culpepper. First points of the night there for Layla. Upshaw with it now, trying to do it all herself. Drives, charges inside. Off the mark, though, and a rebound snagged by Makia Goss. And second chance points won't go. They find Lexi Smith in the far corner. Three off the mark that time, and snagging the rebound was Addison Barkley before it was stolen away by Lexi Smith. Not free throw. Layup won't go. And Smith grabs another rebound. That ball was tied up there, that rebound between Tyus and Culpepper, but possession arrow this time points the way of the Marbury Bulldogs as we get ready for the final 70 seconds of this first half. Olivia Phillips going to inbound it here for the Bulldogs. Trying to give it over to Upshaw. She was guarded by Smith and finally gets it into Upshaw. Upshaw charging down the court. Now will pick up her dribble on the far wing. She'll pass it back over to Phillips, and Phillips with it now. Trying to give it back to Upshaw, stolen away by Maya Richardson. She'll give it over to Smith, who gives a nice pass there. And Humphrey catches it in stride, lays it up and in, and that's 10 points there for Aaliyah Humphrey.
And this is pure team chemistry right here by the Indians, trusting each other and passing the ball around very well and just trusting each other. Like you were saying at the start of this game, trust your big players. Everybody has been trusting each other. And this is just monumental for this Indians team.
And a 5-second violation there on the Bulldogs for the inbound. Catch and shoot three off the inbound for the Indians. Comes out of the hands of Lexi Smith. Another three for Lexi Smith. She's made two of them here in this one. 52-8, Indians on top. 23 seconds left in this first half. Bulldogs with it now, and it's Phillips trying to find somewhere to go with it. She was looking for Upshaw. Ball was poked away by Maya Richardson, and Smith comes away with it, trying to go coast to coast with it. No good that time. Smith grabs her own miss, won't get it to go again, but Logan Banks there for some more second chance points for the Indians. Banks in double figures now at 10. And there's the halftime buzzer. Indians come out with a point to prove here in this first half. 54-8. Indians lead it at halftime. You hear the Marbury band playing behind us, but we'll be right back for the City of Wetumpka halftime show here on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network, powered by Radio Alabama Sports.
Safety starts with Montgomery Fire Equipment Company. From inspections and extinguisher service to full fire suppression systems, businesses across Alabama trust our team to protect what matters most. And now, we're hiring. We're looking for new fire technicians to join our team. If you're hardworking and ready to make a difference, this is your chance. Montgomery Fire Equipment, protecting people, property, and progress.
When your job depends on quality building materials, depend on Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply. From framing lumber and roofing to concrete, drywall, and fasteners, we've got the materials to build it right and build it strong. Whether you're a contractor or a do-it-yourselfer, if you're building, you belong here with dependable products and local service you can trust. Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply is your go-to source for building materials.
Experience and knowledge from the pros. Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply.
Now is the perfect time to start your future at Central Alabama Community College. CAC's next mini-term begins March 9th, giving you a fast, flexible way to earn college credit or start a new career path. With campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Talladega, and Prattville, CAC offers affordable classes designed to fit your schedule. Don't wait for fall. Get started this spring. Apply online today at cacc.edu. Central Alabama Community College. Central to you, central to your success.
Looking for power, performance, and adventure? You'll find it all at Collier Ford in Wetumpka. For more than 70 years, Collier Ford has been proudly serving the River region since 1952, helping families and businesses hit the road with confidence. When you think trucks, think Collier Ford, home of the legendary Ford F-150, built tough to handle any job. If adventure is calling, Collier Ford has the bold and capable Ford Bronco, ready to take you off the beaten path. Want that same spirit in a smaller package? The Bronco Sport is waiting for you at Collier Ford. From great ideas to family service, Collier Ford makes buying your next vehicle easy, fun, and stress-free. So whether you're hauling, exploring, or just cruising through town, make your next stop Collier Ford. Test drive your next Ford today, and remember, come on to Collier. Collier Ford in Wetumpka.
Come to Collier.
This is the City of Wetumpka Halftime Show on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network.
And welcome to the City of Wetumpka Halftime Show. I'm Mitch Petrie alongside Deacon Meeks here in the Central Alabama Community College broadcast booth. Apologize about the noise here in the background. Marbury's got their band playing and trying to keep up the morale up here, but hard to do so when you're down by as much as you are. A completely dominant first half here for the Indians, 54-8. They currently lead it. And Deacon, your takeaways from that first half?
Man, the first thing I have to point out is the second chance points, the rebounding and the playmaking that was made by this Indians team. I mean, when you look at the fast breaks that the Indians guards had, specifically Lexi Smith as well as Aaliyah Humphrey, they made points out of those almost every single time. And they made sure to find their bigs down low, like you were saying in the pregame show or whatever. They found their bigs down low, which is the main thing. They got the easy points, and their bigs got the hard work done. And I'd also like to point out the steals. The Indians have had so many steals this game and have taken advantage of the ball handling of the Marbury point guard. So props to the Indians for that amazing performance right there.
Yeah, you had 9 different Indians score points in that first half, 3 of them in double figures. Queen Ballard leading the way for the Indians with 13 points and another 14 rebounds, so a double-double already for Queen Ballard. Add a block to her name as well. Logan Banks had 10 as well, the 2 bigs for the Indians, doing a great job in the low post and really all over the floor. Logan Banks has 13 rebounds of her own, 2 blocks and an assist to go with it. Aaliyah Humphrey's got 10 as well. She has 8 assists to her name as well with 3 steals. And you talk about the steals, Lexi Smith, 6 points, all coming from beyond the arc, and a whole bunch of steals for Lexi Smith. She's got 7 steals already in this one, and Richardson has 6 steals as well. As a team, the Indians have 19 steals, doing a great job of not allowing Marbury to get anything going. Still have yet to hit double figures, as I mentioned earlier. 54-8 is the Indians lead it. It's been a blowout here of a first half, but Indians going to come out in this second half probably with some more fire under them after coming into this one with a 3-game losing streak, trying to build some momentum heading in to the last area game of the season this coming Thursday against Percy Julian. That one should be an exciting matchup. And, of course, stick around after this. We'll have second half coverage of this game, and then followed will be the boys taping off against the Marbury Bulldogs. And thank you for listening to the City of Wetumpka Halftime Show. We'll be back in just a few minutes here for third quarter action on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network, powered by Radio Alabama Sports.
In Wetumpka, we take pride in our hometown. And so does Brent Turner, owner of Precision Floor Care. A Wetumpka graduate and now a local small business owner, Brent built Precision Floor Care on a commitment to serve his community. From tile and grout work to stone, pavers, and concrete, Precision Floor Care delivers precise, hard surface flooring solutions that protect the places that matter most. Precision Floor Care. Precise, hard surface flooring solutions. Learn more at callpfc.com.
Hi, I'm Beverly Wright with RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty. I know buying or selling a home is a big decision, and that's why I treat every client like family. Whether it's your first home, your forever home, or anything in between, I'll make the process as smooth as possible. I'm Beverly Wright at RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty, here to serve you.
Looking to tackle your next home project? Look no further than Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply, with same-day pickup, ship to store, and ship to home, all available at RussellDoItCenter.com. Whether it's paints, tools, lumber, or lawn care, we've got what you need with the service you can trust. So be sure to shop today at RussellDoItCenter.com. RussellDoItCenter.com.
Experience and knowledge from the pros. Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply.
When a sports injury has you sidelined, Baptist Ortho Now offers comprehensive orthopedic care with no appointment from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Saturday, with board-certified specialists treating injuries and expert physical therapists administering everything from sports medicine to everyday recovery treatment. Baptist Ortho Now, getting you off the bench and back in the action. East Chase across from Target.
Are you tired of slow internet? With Central Access, you get the speeds you pay for, delivered directly to your door, so you won't get bogged down when your neighbors are online too. Stream, game, work, and video chat. No contracts, no data caps, no price hikes, nothing but an exceptional all-night experience. Check availability today at caecaccess.com. Central Access, your local link to broadband.
Precision Floor Care are your local experts for tile, grout, stone, brick, and concrete. From cleaning and sealing to full decorative finishes, they deliver precise results every time. Trust Brent Turner and the hometown team that cares about our community. Call Precision Floor Care today or visit callpfc.com. Third quarter action almost underway here. And there is the halftime buzzer. Indians will get the rock here to start this third quarter. 54-8 Indians on top and looking to expand on that lead coming out of the break. Starters are out there right now for the Indians. Humphrey, Richardson, Banks, Ballard, and Culpepper. And a couple of passes between Humphrey and Richardson to get this thing going. Now working around the top of the yard. They'll find Culpepper out on that far wing. Cross-court pass to Richardson on the near wing. Catch and shoot three. Too strong that time. Rebound into the hands of Alexander for the Bulldogs. Bounce pass over to Ellerson, but still struggling to get this one across half court. Ball was poked out there for a second, And now Bulldogs trying to do it the other way. That's an 8-second violation there on the Bulldogs and a turnover to start the half for them. Not what you're looking to see if you're the Bulldogs.
Yeah, but it is what you're looking to see if you're the Indians, and especially Coach Winchester making her girls go out there and hustle, especially her starters, because I know the main thing that she's thinking in her head right now, either we're going to score 100 points or I'm going to let my starters do their thing and work their hardest.
And a couple of passes there for the Indians. Culpepper got caught up there with the travel, so back-to-back turnovers here for both the Bulldogs and the Indians to start this quarter. Upshaw's going to inbound it here for the Bulldogs and looking for somewhere to go with it. Fires it across half court into the hands of Seaman. And her pass was tipped away by Banks, but Bulldogs stick with it in a couple of passes now, and it's in the hands of Justice Ellerson just inside of the three-point line. Passes back out to Upshaw. She thought about the three, but not going to be able to wrangle it. Seaman had the ball poked out there for a second, but saves it for going out of bounds into the hands of Upshaw. Upshaw comes charging down the lane and loses it there for a second, sticks with it, but her jumper off the mark. Tries to go up for it again. This time it's successful. And an and-one opportunity here coming for the Bulldogs. Foul goes against Maya Richardson. That's her second of the game.
If you're the Indians right here, the main thing that you're wanting to do, especially for the starters, is not give up fouls and make your coach even more mad. Just play your hardest and go out there and prove yourself.
And Indians with it on the other end of the floor. Humphrey had an open three, but will pass it up. Couple of passes now before it gets back to Humphrey between her, Ballard, and Banks. Humphrey with it now, standing just in front of the half-court stripe. Over to Richardson. They'll find Culpepper down in the far corner and gives it back to Richardson. She comes charging inside, passes to Banks now, and now Humphrey on the near wing. Back out to Ballard and over to Richardson. Richardson driving inside. Tough shot there off the mark from about 20 feet. Banks grabbed the rebound there, went up for it. Won't get that bucket to fall through, but a foul called against Justice Ellerson of the Marbury Bulldogs. That's 3 on Ellerson. Will send Banks to the free throw line.
And a great job, again, of the guards trusting their bigs in this game, and that's going to be prominent throughout the rest of this Indian season, is allowing your bigs to just go to work and do their thing in the paint, because they're bigger. They're bigger than most of the girls out there on the court. So just allowing them to go and work in the paint is what the Indians need to do, and they've been doing it this game pretty well.
Both free throws fall through there for Banks, extending this Indians lead. And Bulldogs will get it across half court this time. Upshaw with it, had it poked out for a second there by Aaliyah Humphrey, driving inside, but a ball bounces off the foot there of Tyus. Now Humphrey working the other way. She's got 2 defenders with her, went up for it there, and they'll get Seaman for the foul. That's also 3 on Seaman, and sending Aaliyah Humphrey there to the free throw line. 2 minutes and 15 seconds expired here in this third quarter, and Humphrey now heading to the free throw line. 2 shots coming up for Aaliyah Humphrey, also wearing the jersey number 2. A lot of 2s going on here. First free throw not going to go down there for Humphrey. Indians still searching for their first field goal of this second half. Another free throw coming for Humphrey. Won't take the friendly bounce that time. Richardson went up there for the rebound, but not able to corral it. It'll go on out of bounds there, and Bulldogs will get ready to inbound it. This time it's Zoe Alexander inbounding it there for the Bulldogs. She'll give it over to Upshaw, and Upshaw taking things slow. Indians have backed off the full court press now, so the Bulldogs will cross half court with ease. Upshaw picks up her dribble, and bounce pass there stolen by Richardson, but it is wrangled by Humphrey. Humphrey spins around a defender and now picks up her dribble and pass it over to Richardson. Passing along the top of the arc now are the Indians. Culpepper with it, driving inside, cross-court pass, and a jumper there from Queen Ballard. Off the mark that time, Logan Banks gets spin move, lays it up and in, and there you go, Indians' first field goal of this second half. And 58-10, Indians lead it with 5 minutes to go here in this third quarter.
A great bucket right there by Logan Banks, doing what she does best, just going to the paint, shooting a nice little floater to get the first bucket of the half for the Indians.
Upshaw with it now. She'll pass it out to Seaman. Seaman trying to pass it, and the ball stolen away by Layla Culpepper, trying to do it all herself. A little bit of contact there. Gets smacked on the wrist. She was looking for the foul, but they won't get the call. Richardson grabbed the rebound and passed it over to Queen Ballard, who lays it up and in for the Indians. 50-point lead now for the Indians, 60-10.
Yeah, that really did look like a foul there on Layla's drive, but unlucky break there for the Indians. Hopefully they can come back, and Layla steals it again, going down the court and going for another layup.
Gets it to go. This time does Layla Culpepper, and Coach Winchester will take a timeout here. Not a full timeout, though, for the Indians. 4 minutes and 7 seconds left to play. Indians with a 52-point lead. But stay connected with Central Access. Get blazing fast internet starting at 300 megabits per second for just $59.99 a month. Reliable, affordable, and delivered straight to your door. Central Access has you covered. Central Access, your local link to broadband.
Third quarter action is brought to you by Radio Alabama Sports. Game on. Online at radioalabamasports.net.
Back now in the Central Alabama Community College broadcast booth, I'm Mitch Petrie alongside Deacon Meeks. And coming out of the timeout are the Indians now. And Queen Ballard will come off the floor here as Lexi Smith will come on and take her place. Bulldogs here going to have possession to finish out this third quarter. 4 minutes and 7 seconds left. They'll inbound it into the hands of Upshaw. And Upshaw taking her time will cross half court now. She'll fire a cross over into the hands of Ellerson, being guarded tightly there by Lexi Smith. Goes for the steal, not able to come up with it. And they find Tyus down low, and she lays it up and in. That's 5 points on the night for Alyssa Tyus. Humphrey passes to Richardson just in front of the half-court line and back over to Humphrey. Humphrey will hand it off there to Richardson. Richardson passes out to Lexi Smith, and a cross-court pass now to Culpepper. They find Banks down low, spin move, tried to go up with the left hand, not going to go down that time for the Indians and Logan Banks. It's a 50-point lead here still for the Indians, 62-12, as Upshaw picks up her dribble and pass it over to Seaman. Seaman chucks up a three, real high arcing that time, not going to go down. Offensive rebound there for the Bulldogs, and it was Alexander who snagged that rebound, gave it over to Tyus, but she had it poked out of bounds, and it was last touch there by the Indians, so it'll stick here with the Bulldogs. They'll inbound it now to Seaman. Jumper from about 15 feet, won't go down. Rebound goes into the hands of Aaliyah Humphrey. And I'd expect you to see some more passing here, trying to find some open look. Work on the ball movement are the Indians in a couple of passes here before it works its way back into the hands of Humphrey. Humphrey picks up her dribble there, was trying to pass it to Layla Culpepper, had it poked out and stolen away by Jakayla Upshaw. Upshaw picks up her dribble, steps into a three, off the mark that time to the right side, rebound to Banks, and she'll hand it off there to Aaliyah Humphrey.
And the Indians got quite the sizable lead now, so like you're saying, just passing around and finding the open layups, open looks, just to make their lead a bit more sizable and a bit more comfy, but still no need to do anything too stressful right now for the Indians.
Now, it's just a great opportunity to work on some things you may not be super comfortable with or may not be super confident in here for the Indians. Humphrey was driving inside, tried to go up for about a 5-foot jumper. Wasn't going to connect for her. Ball was poked out and by the Bulldogs, and Indians going to get ready to inbound it here. Layla Culpepper will do it. Azaria Peak will check into the game for Aaliyah Humphrey, and they'll inbound it up to the top of the arc into Lexi Smith. Over to Culpepper, now to Richardson, and back to Smith. Smith, nice little dribble there behind the back. Finds Culpepper out on the far wing. Three-pointer. Takes a high bounce off the backboard and not going to go down. Rebound snagged there by Tyus, and she'll pass it over to Upshaw. Upshaw with it now. Guarded again by Lexi Smith, but she'll pass it over to Ellerson. Ellerson picks up her dribble and gives it to Tyus. Maya Richardson comes charging in, pokes it away, and steals it. And Culpepper's got it. And now she'll pass it over back to Richardson. Richardson steps into a three, a little wedgie off the corner there, but rebound stays with the Indians. Zaria Peak snagged it that time. Richardson had trouble corralling the pass, but she finally gets it down and gives it over to Smith. Smith gives it back to Richardson. She'll try the three again, off the mark again. Rebound goes to Justice Ellerson, but Zaria Peak comes in and ties it up. Possession arrow. Actually, sorry, they will not call it a tie-up. They'll get Peak for the reach-in foul there.
Just a bit too aggressive in this last couple minutes, trying to just settle the game real quick. You know, the clock's going to be moving for the rest of this game with a sizable 50-point lead for the Indians, so no need to do anything too crazy.
And a couple of passes before it works over to Upshaw coming in from the side. Layup off the mark that time. Culpepper grabs the rebound, but she's being guarded tightly by Upshaw. She'll hand it off to Banks, and Upshaw comes crashing in again, trying to steal. Banks dribbling now outside of the arc. Don't see that too often. They'll find Lexi Smith, far wing, in and out. Won't go down for her. She comes crashing in for the rebound and touched a whole host of people before falling out of bounds. They'll say it's last touch by the Indians. 28.5 seconds left here in this third quarter. And they'll inbound it. This time it's Ellerson who gets the inbound, picks up her dribble now, and finds a woman standing inside of the three-point line, but it was poked away by Maya Richardson. They'll pass it to Zaria Beek, who gets fouled hard there by Julie Adams. First foul by Julie Adams. Good to see Zaria Peak get up there, pop right back up.
And Julie Adams truly did not mean to run into her that hard. She was just full momentum, full steam ahead type of scenario. Didn't really expect Zaria Peak to let on the brakes, but glad to see that she popped back up and everything's all right.
Yeah, definitely good to see there from Peak. Good to see her get back up. And like you mentioned, you could definitely see on Adams' face, she was jaw dropped there. Definitely did not expect to hit her that hard. And Adams will grab the rebound off the free throw miss. The second free throw from Peak. Ball was stolen away here by the Indians. Richardson stole it, found Lexi Smith down low, and Smith will lay it up and in. And there's the buzzer. We got 1 quarter left here in Marbury, 65-12. Indians lead it. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network, powered by Radio Alabama Sports.
Hey, I'm Chad Barrett with RE/MAX Cornerstone. I love helping families in Central Alabama find their place to call home. Whether you're buying in Prattville, selling in Wetumpka, or moving anywhere across the river region, I'll make the process smooth and successful. Call me, Chad Barrett at RE/MAX Cornerstone. Let's find your perfect home together.
105.1 WRFS is WRFS-FM, Rockford, Alexander City, Lake Martin, Wetumpka, Prattville, Montgomery, home of the Wetumpka Indians on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network.
Back now here in Marbury, whole host of substitutions for the Indians, and you'd expect it to be bench players here for the rest of the game. Queen Ballard out there now, not a bench player, but did not play in that third quarter. Madison McDade out there for the Indians alongside Merkerson, Charlisa Gibbs, and Kai Dillard. Bulldogs with possession has started, and it's Tyus over on the far corner. They'll find a woman in the cross-court pass, but not able to wrangle it was Malia Wyatt, and Gibbs will steal it away. Gibbs trying to work inside there. She'll get called for the travel. Thought that was some contact there against the Bulldogs.
Yeah, it really did look like she took quite a bit of contact right there on that drive going in, but refs didn't call it a foul, just called it a travel. Must have took too many steps before.
And that time long range two off the mark came out of the hands of Julie Adams and went on right out of bounds. Nobody touched it. Just hit the back iron and shot straight to the sideline. And Gibbs will inbound it into the hands of Kai Dillard. Dillard brings it across half court, passes over to Merkerson. They find Queen Ballard in the low post, spin move, and easy layup there for Queen Ballard. And Indians with a 67-point total and a 55-point lead over the Bulldogs, 67-12. They'll blow a foul on the play there. The foul goes against the Indians. I believe it was Charlisa Gibbs picking up the foul that time.
And it looked like she got her arm out in front of the ball. Might have tugged the jersey just a bit where we couldn't see it, but looked pretty clean right there.
And a high arcing inbound pass goes over to Julie Adams just in front of the half-court line. And with it now is Olivia Phillips. She'll pass it over to Malia Wyatt, now into the hands of Andrea Smith. Back over to Phillips. Phillips working on the near corner and trying to find somebody to pass it to, but ball was tipped and into the hands of Jayla Merkerson. Loses the dribble there for a second. We'll kick it back out to Kai Dillard, and they'll get Dillard there for the double dribble. And a turnover there on the Indians. Rolling clock here, rest of the way, 55 minutes and 50 seconds left here in this fourth quarter and this game. Indians still with that 55-point lead, 67-12 is your score. Bulldogs passing around there for a second, and Marbury's coach will take a quick timeout there. And Indians will gather up in their huddle, and as they do so, I just want to remind you to come to Collier. From tough F-150s to family-friendly SUVs, Collier Ford makes buying easy with a great selection and hometown service. No pressure, just honest deals and friendly faces. Stop by Collier Ford on U.S. Highway 231 in Wetumpka or shop online. Come to Collier Ford today and drive home your new Ford for less. Thank you to Collier Ford for being such great partners here with us at the Wetumpka Sports Network. Buzzer sounds, 5 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. And as soon as they inbound this, we'll get this clock rolling yet again. They'll inbound it into the hands of Phillips. And Phillips will get called there for the double dribble. That's a violation. There are 5 out there for the Indians right now are Maya Richardson, Kai Dillard, Macy Brown, Izzy Harwell, and Madison McDade. Richardson with it now. And a deep three there from Maya Richardson. Won't get it to go. Harwell grabs the rebound, passes down low to McDade. Not going to be able to get the shot to go. Kai Dillard comes charging in for the rebound. Passing around now. Richardson catch and shoot three. Not going to go again. And a whole bunch of people touched that rebound there. Nobody able to corral it there for a second. Last touch by Kai Dillard of the Indians. So Marbury will inbound it.
And it's pretty exciting to see the new faces that we don't really get to see on the bench for the Indians, going out there and showing what they have to prove.
Absolutely. Kai Dillard stole that pass there from the Bulldogs, trying to come crashing down, do it all herself. Didn't get the layup to go there, but they'll blow the foul on Olivia Phillips, and it'll send Kai Dillard to the free throw line there. Clock has stopped here for the time being. 4 minutes and 27 seconds left here in this fourth quarter and this game. Free throw off the mark there for Kai Dillard. And they'll get a substitution there as Julie Adams will come off the floor, and Makia Goss will come in to take her place. Second free throw now coming for Kai Dillard. And both free throws not going to go down here for the Indians and Kai Dillard. And now with the ball here for the Bulldogs is Olivia Phillips. And that ball was intended for another Bulldog, but poked out there. Macy Browse has got it, trying to do it all herself. Couldn't get the and one to fall. Took a couple of bounces, thought you might get the friendly roll there for a second. Andrea Smith picks up the foul there for the Bulldogs, but it'll send Macy Brown to the line for the Indians.
Yeah, that was quite the hard foul, but still impressed to see that ball trickle around and have the unlucky bounce of that. But hopefully she makes these free throws and extends the Indians' lead even more.
First free throw off the mark there for Brown. Was a really good display of body control there. Had a really good look at the shot there despite getting fouled, and took a hard one at that. Second free throw not going to go. Rebound goes to Izzy Harwell. Spin move there from Madison McDade, much to the delight of this Indians crowd. Good move there from Madison McDade. Nice spin move to lay it up and in for the Indians. 69-12 is now your score here for the Indians. And don't know exactly what that is, but Indians lead up by a lot. Stolen away by Macy Browse. They'll find Maya Richardson down low. Back up top now, Kai Dillard. Thought about the three. Gives it back to Richardson. Richardson comes inside. Little 5-foot jumper there. Nice shot there from Maya Richardson. She's got 8. 71-12. Your lead, your total here. And that pass again stolen away by Maya Richardson. No problem there. Nobody home in front of her. And with that bucket, Maya Richardson in double figures here for the Indians.
Yeah, and just again, another steal for the Indians. And it's absurd how they're getting away with this. Like, we don't usually see this much activity. We do see a lot of steals from the Indians. Not this much, though. There's been well over 20 steals total for this Indians team. So amazing, amazing performance by these Lady Indians.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a good showing here from everybody involved with this Indians team. Gibbs with the ball now. She'll give it over to Queen Ballard. Passing up top to Brown, over to McDade. Kai Dillard on the near wing. 3 not going to go down here for the Indians. Last touched by Madison McDade. She was trying to fight for that rebound, but not able to hold on to it. It pokes out of bounds. And you'll get another substitution here for the Indians. And now it is a full bench lineup here for the Indians. Macy Brown, Kai Dillard, Charlisa Gibbs, Madison McDade, and Izzy Harwell out there for the Indians. Bulldogs were working the other way with it. Andrea Smith was fouled there. That time foul goes against Charlisa Gibbs. Second foul on Gibbs. And 1 minute and 50 seconds left here in this fourth quarter, and what looks like it should be a pretty convincing win here for the Indians. They've played some really good defense throughout, only allowing 4 points here in this second half. Ball on the floor now. Was poked out by Kai Dillard. Macy Brown corralled it, but tried to get up to pass it, but they'll call her there for the flat. They'll call her there for the travel on the play, not a flag. Been watching too much football as of late. 1 minute and 15 seconds left here in the game. Bulldogs working with it now. Ball was stolen away by Kai Dillard, laying it up and in. Easy bucket there for Kai Dillard, and 75-12, your score now. Nice bucket there from Kai Dillard. Couple of passes here, and they find a woman down low. It's Goss. She'll pass it back out to Phillips. Phillips brings the ball out past the three-point line, and ball is trickling down the court now. That foul was called against Kai Dillard there. Went in for the steal. Came in just a little bit hot there. A little bit too much contact there as she went for the steal, and they'll call her for that. 30 seconds left in this contest, and looking for somewhere to go with it was Phillips. They'll call the 5-second violation there. Not able to find a person to inbound it to. And so it should just about do it here. 12 seconds left. We'll see if the Indians pour salt on the wound. Looks like they won't. Kai Dillard picks it up there and just going to stand in front of the half-court line. 2 seconds left, and there's the buzzer. Indians get a big win here in Marbury. A good get-right game as they head into the final area play game of the season. 75-12, your final score here from Marbury. Convincing win here for the Indians. Deacon, what stuck out to you?
The main thing that stuck out to me was the defense. You know, we saw the full court press. We saw how they pressed these Marbury Bulldogs the whole game until the very end, and how Coach Winchester didn't let up the knee off their throats. You know, she kept the starters out there for the remainder of that game and did a great job at just coaching and facilitating this team throughout the whole game. and allowing her players to go out there and play the way that they wanted to and win the game.
It was surely a convincing win here for the Indians. Stick around, though. We'll be here for the coverage of the boys' game, and we'll be right back here in just a moment on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network.
Now is the perfect time to start your future at Central Alabama Community College. CAC's next mini-term begins March 9th, giving you a fast, flexible way to earn college credit or start a new career path. With campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Talladega, and Prattville, CAC offers affordable classes designed to fit your schedule. Don't wait for fall. Get started this spring. Apply online today at cacc.edu. Central Alabama Community College. Central to you, central to your success.
This is Beverly Wright. What I love most about real estate in Central Alabama is helping families find the right place to call home. It's not just about houses, it's about community and the memories you'll make there. If you're ready to start your journey, I'd love to help. Call me, Beverly Wright, with RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty.
When your job depends on quality building materials, depend on Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply. From framing lumber and roofing to concrete, drywall, and fasteners, we've got the materials to build it right and build it strong. Whether you're a contractor or a do-it-yourselfer, if you're building, you belong here with dependable products and local service you can trust. Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply is your go-to source for building materials.
Experience and knowledge from the pros. Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply.
Come to Collier. Looking for power, performance, and adventure? You'll find it all at Collier Ford in Wetumpka. Whether it's the legendary Ford F-150 built to tackle any job, the bold and capable Ford Bronco built for the trails, or the versatile Bronco Sport perfect for every road trip, Collier Ford has the right ride for you. Proudly serving the River region since 1952. We're here to keep you on the road. Come to Collier.
Protect what matters most with State Farm agent Jackson Hagan in Wetumpka. From auto and home to life insurance, Jackson Hagan and his dedicated team offer personalized service to ensure you have comprehensive coverage tailored to your needs. As a local agent, Jackson Hagan understands the unique challenges you face and is committed to guiding you through every step, from quotes to claims. Trust in a neighbor who truly cares. Like a good neighbor, State Farm agent Jackson Hagan is there. Call 334-478-3864 for a quote today.
At First Community Bank of Central Alabama, banking's about real relationships, trust, kindness, and a shared commitment to making life better. As your neighbor and partner across Elmore and Autauga counties, we're here for you, whether you're planning your future, buying your first home, or building your wealth. With our local knowledge and heartfelt support, you can count on us. First Community Bank of Central Alabama. Let's do life together. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, I'm Kathy Thornton with RE/MAX Cornerstone Plus. Helping families here in the River region is more than a job, it's personal. I take the time to listen, understand what you need, and fight to get you the best deal possible. Whether you're buying or selling in Central Alabama, let's work together to make it happen. I'm Kathy Thornton at RE/MAX Cornerstone Plus, here to help you every step of the way.
Let RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty and RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty Plus help make your home buying or selling experience easy. Kathy Thornton, Chad Barrett, and Beverly Wright are your River Region real estate experts. RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty and RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty Plus, the official real estate partner of the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network.
and welcome back to the RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty pregame show. I'm Mitch Petrie here alongside Deacon Meeks, and just a couple of minutes away from tip-off here of the boys' game. Indians come into this one with a 15-7 record, 3-0 in the area tournament, and depending on the outcome of the Percy Julian Stanhope Elmore game tonight, Indians could clinch a host spot in the area tournament. Coach Thomas has talked about that greatly. Can't wait to hopefully have that tournament at home. Should be a big one. Indians coming off a dominant win against the rival Stanhope Elmore Mustangs. Won that one 66-28, a whopping victory there. Marbury comes in 2-0 in area play with a 13-8 overall record, coached by William Turner, and it should be an exciting matchup here in this one. Indians in that game against Stanhope Elmore, you had a couple of guys really shine. You had 4 different Indians in double figures. Tom Sudduth finished with 16 points, leading the way here for the Indians. 12 rebounds and 3 blocks to his name. That's something Tom Sudduth has really done super well all season, is not just grab offensive rebounds, but he's been a force in the paint defensively for the Indians. He's been a great defender, great offense here, and you can see why Coach Thomas has been playing him as much as he has. Andrew Voiles had a great showing in that game as well, 14 points and 8 assists to his name. Chris Robinson highlighting his versatility yet again, 13 points for him, 8 assists, 4 steals in that game against Stanhope Elmore, and then Caleb Ballard with 10 points to his name as well in that contest. It was a great game, and hoping to see another great performance out of the Indians here tonight, Deegan.
Yeah, I completely agree. And the main person I'm looking for is Tom Sudduth, as well as Caleb Ballard, the paint duo for this Wetumpka Indians basketball team, per se. Caleb Ballard, along with Tom Sudduth, like you were saying, amazing at getting boards, amazing at being a dominant force in the paint. And when you're like a 6'4" guy like Caleb Ballard and just stand up straight and tall, you don't have to do anything against smaller competition such as Marbury. And like they can't even drive in the paint against you. That's how tall you are. But not only using his height to his advantage, Caleb Ballard is also very good at moving the ball around. When he goes to the top of the free throw line to just pass the ball around and get the ball moving for his guards, he does that greatly, and I can't wait to see that in this game. Just more passing around, trusting teammates like we've seen in that girls' game as well.
Absolutely. Those keys to the game presented by RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty. Just 2 minutes away from tip-off here. We'll take a quick break here on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network, powered by Radio Alabama Sports. When we come back, it'll be our starting lineups, then time for tip-off. You're listening to the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network.
Of Central Alabama, banking's about real relationships, trust, kindness, and a shared commitment to making life better. As your neighbor and partner across Elmore and Autauga counties, we're here for you, whether you're planning your future, buying your first home, or building your wealth. With our local knowledge and heartfelt support, you can count on us. First Community Bank of Central Alabama. Let's do life together. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When a sports injury has you sidelined, Baptist Ortho Now offers comprehensive orthopedic care with no appointment from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Saturday, with board-certified specialists treating injuries and expert physical therapists administering everything from sports medicine to everyday recovery treatment. Baptist Ortho Now, getting you off the bench and back in the action. East Chase across from Target.
From Radio Alabama Sports, this is the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network. Wetumpka basketball is presented by Collier Ford. Come on to Collier Ford. Proudly serving the River region for nearly 75 years. Online at collierfordinc.com. RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty and RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty Plus. Kathy Thornton, Chad Barrett, and Beverly Wright are your River region real estate experts. Central Alabama Community College. Central to you, central to your success. Baptist Health, the official healthcare provider of the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network. Your health is our mission. Online at baptistfirst.org and the City of Wetumpka.
And just a few moments away from tip-off here on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network. I'm Mitch Petrie, along Deacon Meeks here in the Central Alabama Community College broadcast booth. Should be an exciting game here tonight as the Indians get ready to take on the Marbury Bulldogs. Indians come out wearing their black uniforms, gold trim down the sides, gold lettering, and gold numbers. Marbury comes out on their all-white uniforms with blue trim, blue numbers, and blue Marbury Marbury logo on the front of their uniforms. Your starting five presented by First Community Bank for the Indians. It'll be number 4, Chris Robinson. Number 5, Caleb Ballard. Number 3, wearing number 1 tonight, that is. It'll be Jeremiah Smiley. Number 22, Andrew Voiles. And bringing it home here for the Indians is number 30, Tom Suddeth. On the other end of the floor here for the Marbury Bulldogs, it'll be Jamar Brown getting the start alongside John Anthony Morrell, Noah Trotter, and 3 there comes out of the hands of the Bulldogs, off the mark, offensive rebound, and putback chance won't go down. C.J. Cook also out there for the Bulldogs. Indians finally get it corralled, and now they are working the other way. Jalen Hall, your final starter here for the Bulldogs. Catching 3 for Voiles, short arm that time, not going to go down for the Indians. Rebound goes into the hands of the Bulldogs for a brief second. Jeremiah Smiley stole it away there, but it was tipped away from him and kicked out of bounds, rolled off the foot there of Caleb Ballard. Coach Thomas thinks it was Indians ball, and it is Indians ball. Apologies for that. Voiles will inbound it from below their own bucket, and he gives it over to Ballard. Couple of passes before they find Voiles in the corner. Another 3 off the mark that time. Smiley grabbed the rebound but fell to the ground as he did. Couple of passes now. They'll work it around, and Smiley lost it for a second. Good hustle by Tom Suddeth to stick with it. Robinson comes crashing down. Easy layup there for Tom Suddeth. Or sorry, not Tom Suddeth. It was Chris Robinson who lays it up and in, and first points of the night belong to the Indians. Marbury working the other way, won't get the shot off. Voiles catches it, and Indians hustling the other way. Robinson had the ball poked out there for a second, but Noah Trotter was the last man to touch it there for the Marbury Bulldogs. And a lot of action here in just a minute of play for the Indians. Voiles with it now, pass it down low. Spin move and the paint for Caleb Ballard, and no problem there for Caleb Ballard picking up his first points of the night. He leads the Indians in points per game with 15.8, and it's easy to see why with moves like that.
It's already evident that the Indians have been looking to go to the paint in this game. We've seen Chris Robinson already making tough drives to the paint and working the ball in, and has done it successfully once already.
Spin move there from Noah Trotter, not going to go down. He's the leading scorer for this Marbury Bulldogs team. Couple of offensive rebounds there before C.J. Cook puts it up and in. Second chance points there for the Bulldogs, and Indians lead it 4-2. Andrew Voiles upset with himself on that one. A tough pass there. 3-pointer off the mark from Jamar Brown. They'll fire it back to Jamar Brown off the offensive rebound. 3-pointer not going to go down either that time. Tom Suddeth snags the rebound and will hand it over to Chris Robinson. Robinson finds Smiley in the near corner. Smiley had the ball poked out there by Anthony Morrell. And loose ball yet again. Chris Robinson finds it. And Tom Suddeth tries to go underhand. Had his momentum carrying him out of bounds. Not going to stick with it that time. Caleb Ballard tried to block the shot there from Anthony Morrell. Just a little bit too late there, and we're tied at 4 here with just 2.5 minutes expired in this first quarter. Smiley with it now. Hands off to Tom Suddeth down low. Suddeth thought about the dunk. Went up for it there, but he'll draw the foul. That one will go against number 15. That's Anthony Morrell of the Marbury Bulldogs, and free throws coming out the line for Suddeth.
And again, the Indians working the ball in the paint and pushing the pace of this game. This has been the most eventful couple minutes of my life. Like, this is a very, very high-paced basketball game that we're witnessing right now. And Andrew Voiles a bit disappointed on that one pass that he messed up on, but he sure is going to make it back in this game and get the Indians back in this thing up on top.
First free throw not going down there for Tom Sudduth. Second one coming now. Rattles around, won't take the friendly roll. Rebound goes the way of the Bulldogs. With the ball now, it's Trotter working on the near wing. And Sudduth is out guarding him. We'll get the screen there and pass over to Brown. And working inside, they pass it into the hands of Morrell. Tried to pass it to C.J. Cook. He wasn't able to corral it. Voiles passes down low for Tom Sudduth. Thought about the alley-oop attempt there, but pass was just a little bit too strong. But Tom Sudduth gets his first points of the night and gives the Indians back the lead 6-4.
Yeah, and hey, 2 points is 2 points. So the Indians will definitely take that layup any day.
Absolutely. Miller Lombardi in the game now. He took the place of Jeremiah Smiley just a few moments ago. Caleb Ballard steals the pass there, trying to do it all himself. Caleb Ballard with authority. Wow. He just put a man on a poster. Anthony Morrell grabbing his hair. He can't help but laugh that one off. And one coming at the line for Caleb Ballard as well. Wow.
Oh, my gosh. What a slam on that man's head. I mean, wow, that's what you see in the NBA. You can't even deny. That's a great play by Caleb Ballard.
And he converts on the and one opportunity, a three-point dunk there for Caleb Ballard. Wow.
And you do not see that every day in a high school basketball game.
And layup there off the mark came out of the hands of Jalen Hall. Miller Lombardi with it now, picks up his dribble, fires cross court to Voiles, and now they're pushing the pace. Tom Sudduth thought about doing it himself. He got tripped up on his way to the bucket, and he'll get the foul call there. Foul goes against number 3 there. That's Noah Trotter. He leads Marbury in the point total with 16.2 points per game. And they'll call that foul on the floor, actually. Not quite sure about what that one was, but we'll get a timeout here on the floor, and as they take a timeout, we'll take one of our own. We'll be right back on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network.
First quarter action is brought to you by State Farm agent Jackson Hagan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm agent Jackson Hagan is there.
Back now here in Marbury, Indians with a 5-point lead, 9-4. They're on top. It's been an exciting first quarter here for the Indians. And inbound pass goes right to Caleb Ballard, but he'll draw the shooting foul there. That foul going to go against Jamar Brown. 4 fouls already on Marbury. One more, it'll put the Indians into the bonus. With 4 minutes to go here in this first quarter. Ballard at the free throw line again. I went a little bit too strong. Rockets off the back iron. And Ballard there. Second free throw not going to go down, but Chris Robinson grabs the offensive board there. He'll take a quick foul from Anthony Morrell coming off the rebound, and that foul should put the Indians into the bonus.
And they will be shooting 2 right here, it looks like, with 5 fouls on Marbury.
Well, they should be at least. They were lined up there for a second. Yeah, they'll get this one corrected now. Robinson at the free throw line and getting ready to shoot his first of 2 free throws. Nothing but net that time for Chris Robinson. He's been just about as automatic as they come at the free throw line. Probably the best free throw shooter on this Indians team, either him or Andrew Voiles, both of them converting a high percentage of their looks. Both free throws fall down there for Chris Robinson. Indians in double figures there. And you can hear Marbury, they want a foul call there. Miller Lombardi went up there for the pass, and they'll get Andrew Voiles there for the travel. I think that might have been a little bit of a makeup call. Trotter popped to the ground hard, just now getting up. Hopefully he's all right.
Yeah, that was a very rough foul right there. I'm surprised the refs did not call that one, but wow.
I think they got kind of lost in translation. Both guys going up for the pass there. 3 off the mark there from Trotter. Rebound goes to Sudeth. Voiles goes coast to coast with it after catching the pass right off the board there from Tom Sudeth. And first points of the night there for Andrew Voiles, and Indians with a 9-point lead now. Stealing it on the other end of the floor, and quick work. Caleb Ballard thought he might do it again, and no dunk this time, but he'll lay the ball up and in, draw the foul yet again. And Caleb Ballard heading back to the free throw line. John Hudson Wingard's going to check into the game now for Tom Sudeth. And Ballard now getting ready to shoot his first free throw. And drops that one in as well. Caleb Ballard, perfect from the free throw line here tonight. Indians with a 12-point lead. And Aiden Burnett with the ball now. Working on that far corner. Spin move, got his defender by him, but not able to convert on the shot. Good board there from John Hudson Wingard. And Robinson will get the handoff there from Wingard. He'll fire a cross-court pass over to Andrew Voiles, working inside, slicing and dicing, laying it up and in. Easy shot there from Andrew Voiles. And ball poked away again by Chris Robinson. Both teams here really pushing the pace. Voiles slowing things down now a little bit. Robinson on the far wing. Steps inside the three-point line. Contested 3. Too strong that time off the back iron. And Ballard looked like he wanted the putback dunk. Shot was blocked there just for a second by Jalen Hall, but Ballard too strong for him, puts it up and in. Ballard already in double figures with 11. 20-4 your score. Trotter with it now. 3 off the mark. Voiles catches the rebound. It rocketed right into his hands and trying to push the pace. He was going up for another alley-oop pass, this time looking for John Hudson Wingard, and it's just the pass just a little bit too high off the fingertips of Wingard.
Yeah, and if that was Caleb Ballard, I bet that one would have gone on the hoop, but still a great attempt on that alley-oop right there from Andrew Voiles.
And you'll get another timeout here from Marbury. Second timeout used in this first quarter. And as they do that, I'll remind you, Beverly Wright, Kathy Thornton, and Chad Barrett are your hometown real estate experts with RE/MAX Cornerstone and RE/MAX Cornerstone Plus. When it's time for your next move, choose the best. RE/MAX Cornerstone and RE/MAX Cornerstone Plus, the official real estate partner of the Wetumpka Sports Network. 20-4 your score here. 2 minutes left in this first quarter. Deacon, what's been working so well here for the Indians?
The main thing that's been working well is pushing the pace. The Indians have been amazing on defense, lights out even. They've also been great at working the ball in the paint. We've seen Chris Robinson have quite a few successful drives along with Andrew Voiles and obviously Caleb Ballard with that amazing slam. So working the ball in the paint on offense and keeping the flow on defense has been working well for the Indians.
It has. It's been a really just great showing all around here for the Indians. Marbury trying to turn this thing into a track meet, and a nice layup there from Jalen Hall. He gets his first points of the night, closing this Indians lead to 14. Robinson looking for somewhere to go with it. Just a pass with nobody home there. DeAnthony Smith got it, and a nice spin move there and put back for DeAnthony Smith. Voiles with it now on the far wing. He'll pass it to Robinson, standing just in front of the half-court logo. Pass to Wingard, now out on the corner. Not Jeremiah Smiley, Lombardi driving inside, trying to get it to go. Right-hand floater off the mark that time. Trotter came crashing down the other end, and they'll get a foul call on the Indians. First foul call of the night on the Indians. This one goes against Chris Robinson.
Chris did not want that foul. He thought that was not on him, but refs called it that way, so Indians going to have to stick with it.
LT Davis checks into the game now taking the place of Miller Lombardi. First minutes of the night. Aiden Burnett with the rock now, trying to find somewhere to go with it. Standing in front of half-court line, showing off their dribble moves, and he'll pass it over into the hands of Jamar Brown. Cross-court pass into the hands of Trotter. Deep two. Too strong that time, not going to go down. Rebound into the hands of L.T. Davis, and he'll give it over to Voiles. Trying to go for the alley-oop again was Voiles, looking for Caleb Ballard. And the Indians had numbers, but great hustle there from L.T. Davis. Came crashing down the other way. He pokes it out of bounds and saving what would have been probably a bucket there for the Bulldogs. Great hustle and defense from L.T. Davis. They'll inbound this one to Burdett. Tried to get flashy with the pass behind the back, and it went straight into the hands of John Hudson Wingard. Couple of passes now. L.T. Davis on the far wing. They'll find Andrew Voiles. One more pass to Chris Robinson. Robinson starts working down low, and layup not going to fall that time. Rebound for a second was corralled by the Bulldogs, but Robinson steals it right back, says, that's all mine. And a couple of passes between the three of them, and Robinson trying to get funky with the reverse layup. Not going to go down that time. Rebound goes to Aiden Burdett. He'll pass it over to Smith, and Smith not going to be able to get it, the layup to go. Momentum was carrying him straight out of bounds, but Caleb Ballard had a little bit of trouble with a rebound there. 15.8 seconds left in this one, and ball still in the hands of the Bulldogs. They'll inbound it up top to Noah Trotter. He's guarded by Chris Robinson. Trotter passes over to Brown now. Brown far beyond the three-point line. They'll pass it to Hall. Hall gives it back to Burdett. Burdett passes, and I don't know that they got the shot off there. It doesn't matter anyway. Ball hit the front iron. It came out of the hands of Jamar Brown. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with some second quarter action on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network.
Protect what matters most with State Farm agent Jackson Hagan in Wetumpka. From auto and home to life insurance, Jackson Hagan and his dedicated team offer personalized service to ensure you have comprehensive coverage tailored to your needs. As a local agent, Jackson Hagan understands the unique challenges you face and is committed to guiding you through every step, from quotes to claims. Trusted a neighbor who truly cares. Like a good neighbor, State Farm agent Jackson Hagan is there. Call 334-478-3864 for a quote today.
Second quarter action is brought to you by Golf Video. Live event and video production elevating your next project. Let Jackson Dean and his team make your event look like $1 million. Online at golfvideo.io.
Back now here in Marbury. You can still hear the band playing behind us, but the guys are out on the floor trying to get things going. And they will. Band stops playing, and Indians are ready for this one. Andrew Voiles get the inbound from Chris Robinson. He'll bring it across half court, fire down into the corner. L.T. Davis back to Voiles, and now over to Robinson. Robinson gives it to Suddeth in the far corner. Pass to Voiles, catches it, and immediately charges inside, trying to finish with the left hand. Won't go. L.T. Davis gets in there and tries to tie it up. Not going to get the jump ball call there, unfortunately. They'll get L.T. Davis there for the foul.
Coach Thomas also thought that was a jump ball as well. So did I, but ref saw it differently. Might have got a piece of the arm, but didn't look like that to me.
Couple of passes here now. Noah Trotter standing at the top of the key. Couple of nice moves there. Gets Chris Robinson to sidestep, but can't finish. Suddeth had the rebound there for a second. And then Jalen Hall had it, and Tom Suddeth says, no, sir, not today. Swats that one right out of bounds. Tom Suddeth has had quite a few blocks here in the last couple of games, highlighting that great defense for the Indians. Trotter with it now, standing just in front of that half-court logo. And drives inside, jumper from alongside the baseline. Bucket there for Noah Trotter. Bulldogs in double figures now. Indians lead it 20-10. Robinson will fire over to Davis, and he'll give it right back to him. Looking for Tom Suddeth down low. Ball was popped off target there by Jalen Hall. Tom Suddeth almost had a chance to snag it and not going to get it to go. Bulldogs here pushing the pace with Jamar Brown. Brown standing at the top of the arc now. He'll pass it off to Trotter. Trotter will kick it up top to Burdett. Burdett back to Brown. Far corner, contested three. Not going to go down that time. Rebound Tom Sudduth, and Sudduth will pass it over to Voiles. Voiles quick pass there to Robinson. Robinson driving down low, finishes with the right hand. Good move there off the glass for Robinson. He's got 5. Indians lead at 22-10 with 2 minutes expired here in quarter number 2. Burdett with it now, guarded by L.T. Davis. He'll get a screen and he thought about the 3 there for a second, trying to get a deep floater with the left hand, not going to go down that time. Voiles cross-court pass to Robinson. Indians pushing the pace themselves. Robinson spin move, lays it up and in. Good bucket there. Good move from Chris Robinson.
And Robinson has been amazing inside of the paint with his drives, his shifty and crafty ability to find new ways every single time to get to the basket has helped the Indians so much in this game.
Trotter with a 3, bottom. 13-24, Indians on top. Voiles will get the inbound now, and he'll slow things down just a little bit. Firing over to L.T. Davis, who gives it right back to Andrew. Back to LT and back to Voiles. Passing between the two of them. Now over to Robinson. They'll pass it to Sudduth alongside the baseline. Find Wingard in low, down low. Not able to finish that time. Just a little bit too strong off the glass. Bulldogs trying to work the pace here. Nice pass there from Burdett. He found a man that time. It was D'Anthony Smith, laid it up and in. Indians now with a 9-point lead. Voiles over to Robinson, now to LT Davis. Indians shown some good ball movement here, but have had a couple of turnovers. Voiles deep 3. Oh, nailed it. Good shot there from Andrew Voiles. Anytime he's open on the floor, that's a good shot.
And he really knows how to change the momentum in a game. Marbury started coming back and started building their own pace, but Andrew Voiles completely shut it down with that 3 and let the Indians come back and add an even bigger lead to their score.
And they found a man down low. It's D'Anthony Smith. Again, John Hudson Wingard went up in the air just a little bit too quickly. They'll call the foul on Wingard, and 3 fouls on the Indians as a team now. And first foul of the night going against Wingard. It's D'Anthony Smith at the free throw line here for the Bulldogs, shooting his first of 2. That one a little bit too strong off the back of the iron and shoots right up into the air. Wingard and LT Davis will check out of the game now. Caleb Ballard and Jeremiah Smiley will come back in. It's all the starters out there for the Indians. Another free throw here coming for D'Anthony Smith. Trying to convert on this one. Wasn't able to do so on that first free throw. Rattles around and falls through for D'Anthony Smith. He's got 5, leading scorer for the Bulldogs in this one. Voiles now over to Robinson. Smiley's got it on the far wing. Back over to Robinson, just in front of the half-court line. Find Andrew Voiles, and Voiles short on that 3. And rebound goes to Noah Trotter. Trotter trying to do it all himself. Can't get the finish. Rebound Voiles. Voiles pushing the pace. And looking for Caleb Ballard, just a little bit too far that time for Caleb Ballard. It flew right on out of bounds, and lead will stay right where it is. 11 points for the Indians.
And that was a good attempt by a good look by Andrew Voiles to try and find Caleb Ballard. Would have been nicer to have a bounce pass in that scenario, but still a good look.
It absolutely was. Now, Brown stops, picks up his dribble, deep 3, off the mark that time. Rebound to Smith. He was looking to give it the ball to Burdett, but it flew off the hand of Burdett, not able to wrangle it, and Voiles will inbound this one for the Indians. They'll give it to Robinson. Robinson, give it right back to Andrew. Bounce pass back over to Robinson and back over to Voiles. Just passing between the two of them now. Voiles on the near wing, passes over to Sudduth, now over to Robinson, all the way around the horn, and they find Smiley in the low, or in that far corner, and he was looking inside for Tom Sudduth. Bounce pass was picked off there. Jamar Brown working the other way, trying to do it all himself. Ball was poked out, but I believe they're going to call a reach-in foul there on Jeremiah Smiley, and they will. Call that one on the shot, so it'll send Jamar Brown to the free throw line. Second leading scorer here for the Bulldogs. He averages just under 11 points per game. But is scoreless so far in this one. That free throw changes it, though. First point of the night there for Brown, and 27-17, Indians lead it. Wave off that free throw. He made it, but it was a lane violation against the Bulldogs. Costly mistake there, and would have made the Indians lead back to single digits. Robinson with it at half court. He'll give it over to Smiley. Bounce pass to Sudduth in the corner. Sudduth was trapped and fired the pass just a little bit too strong here against the Indians. The ball rocketed all the way to the other end of the floor. So Bulldogs will get possession and inbound it from below their basket. D'Anthony Smith will check out of the game. Jalen Hall will come in to take his place. Brown will inbound it into Burdett. Catch and shoot three. Goes down there for Burdett. It's his first points of the night. And Marbury starting to close in on this Indians lead. Bounce pass from Voiles into Robinson. Sudduth gets it down low. Tried to get the finish, not able to go that time. He had nobody in front of him, just a little bit short on the layup. Thought he had enough room for a dunk, but then had to lay up at the last second and not able to convert. Trotter with it, driving inside, mid-range jumper, short-armed, off the front of the rim. Rebound to Sudduth, and a nice little underhand pass to Robinson. Robinson trying to do it all himself. Good move there. Robinson almost in double figures. He's got 9 of the Indians' 29 so far.
Showing off his crafty ability again, just going to the paint, which has been working so consistently for these Indians.
And lost the dribble that time, did Jalen Hall. He got the pass there from Jamar Brown. It was a nice find, but not able to stick with it was Jalen Hall, and that'll be a turnover there. Tom Sudduth will check out of the game, and coming on in his place was Jeremiah Smiley. But Coach Thomas wants to talk things over. He'll take a timeout. And that's a 30-second timeout there on by the Indians. And as they do that, I'll remind you, Wharf Casual Seafood is fast, fresh, and always delicious. Wharf Casual Seafood in Wetumpka has something for everyone, from shrimp and fish to po' boys and salads. Enjoy coastal flavor right here at home. Dine in or take out today. Wharf Casual Seafood, where fresh seafood meets family-friendly dining. The Wetumpka Sports Network is proud to be fed by Wharf Casual Seafood. Smiley going to get ready to inbound this one here for the Indians, and he'll hand it off to Andrew Voiles, not facing any pressure from the Bulldogs, but Aiden Burdett ready to greet Voiles at half court. He'll pass it over to Lombardi and gives it right back to him. No look pass to Chris Robinson standing at the free throw line. Back out to Voiles, thought about the three. Bounce pass to Ballard inside. Ballard lost it for a second. Good job by Jeremiah Smiley. High basketball IQ to stick with it. Passes it back down to Ballard down low. And not going to get the friendly roll that time will Caleb Ballard, but he grabs his own miss and lays it up and in. Leading scorer is Caleb Ballard. That inbound pass taken away by Chris Robinson. Jeremiah Smiley gets the nice pass from him. First points tonight for Smiley coming from that layup. Burdett guarded by Lombardi, trying to work inside. Lombardi poked it away for a second, not able to corral it though. It'll trickle out of bounds, and Marbury will have to inbound it.
Yeah, and that's some of the stats you don't see on the scorecard, such as Jeremiah Smiley just hustling and getting back on defense, along with Miller Lombardi, playing awesome defense and not allowing this Marbury offense to take advantage of the Wetumpka Indians.
Yeah, it's been a real struggle here for the Bulldogs. They have not gotten a lot of shots that they wanted. Every shot that they've had in the paint has been contested by one person or another. That time looking inside the paint yet again. Ballard had it for a second, got a hand on it, but Bulldogs stick with it, and they'll pass it back up top to Trotter. Trotter just inside of the three-point line, bounce pass backwards to Burdett. Burdett guarded by Lombardi. He'll pass it over to Jamar Brown on the near wing. Brown looping around just inside, deep two, banks home there for Jamar Brown. Marbury thought it was a three, but it was not. Foot well inside the line there of Jamar Brown. Royals will pass it across court to Lombardi, and now back over to Voiles. Voiles on this near side wing, passes down low to Smiley. Chris Robinson stepped back, lost it on the way in, and another turnover there on the Bulldogs, right into the hands of Chris Robinson. Voiles gets his man in the air. Easy layup there for Andrew Voiles. Voiles has got 9 in this one. 35-21, Indians lead it, 14 seconds left, and this will likely be the last possession of the quarter. They were trying to drive inside. Jamar Brown able to convert that time. And they'll get Jeremiah Smiley there for the foul and one opportunity coming up here for the Marbury Bulldogs. And Jamar Brown heading to the line. 9.6 seconds left, though, so you definitely don't have to hustle down the court if you're the Indians, make or miss, but you definitely got to move efficiently.
Yeah, you definitely need a certain play call that you already know you're going to do, and a designed play would definitely work in this situation. Like you're saying, no need to really rush down there and get it all done at once to leave time for Marbury, but a nice, well-designed play to score some points at the end of this half would be great for the Indians.
They convert on the and one opportunity. Ball was poked out there by Noah Gentry. 4.1 seconds left, but Indians stick with it. They'll inbound it from right in front of this scorer's table on the near side. Voiles is going to be the man to inbound it here for the Indians, and you got to think they're going to pass it right back to Voiles for a catch-and-shoot three. You get to Smiley in the backcourt. Smiley find Lombardi on the far corner. Gets the three off in time. Shot will not go down, though. 35-24. Your score here. Indians lead it by 11 after 2. We'll be right back for the City of Wetumpka halftime show. And make sure to stick around. You're listening to the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network, powered by Radio Alabama Sports.
To tackle your next home project? Look no further than Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply. With same-day pickup, ship to store, and ship to home, all available at RussellDoItCenter.com. Whether it's paints, tools, lumber, or lawn care, we've got what you need with the service you can trust. So be sure to shop today at RussellDoItCenter.com. RussellDoItCenter.com.
Experience and knowledge from the pros. Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply.
Safety starts with Montgomery Fire Equipment Company. From inspections and extinguisher service to full fire suppression systems, businesses across Alabama trust our team to protect what matters most. And now, we're hiring. We're looking for new fire technicians to join our team. If you're hardworking and ready to make a difference, this is your chance. Montgomery Fire Equipment, protecting people, property, and progress.
Hi, I'm Kathy Thornton with RE/MAX Cornerstone Plus. Helping families here in the River Region is more than a job, it's personal. I take the time to listen, understand what you need, and fight to get you the best deal possible. Whether you're buying or selling in Central Alabama, let's work together to make it happen. I'm Kathy Thornton at RE/MAX Cornerstone Plus, here to help you every step of the way.
Are you tired of slow internet? With Central Access, you get the speeds you pay for delivered directly to your door, so you won't get bogged down when your neighbors are online too. Stream, game, work, and video chat. No contracts, no data caps, no price hikes, nothing but an exceptional all-night experience. Check availability today at caecaccess.com. Central Access, your local link to broadband.
Looking for power, performance, and adventure? You'll find it all at Collier Ford in Wetumpka. For more than 70 years, Collier Ford has been proudly serving the River Region since 1952, helping families and businesses hit the road with confidence. When you think trucks, think Collier Ford, home of the legendary Ford F-150, built tough to handle any job. If adventure is calling, Collier Ford has the bold and capable Ford Bronco, ready to take you off the beaten path. Want that same spirit in a smaller package? The Bronco Sport is waiting for you at Collier Ford. From great ideas to family service, Collier Ford makes buying your next vehicle easy, fun, and stress-free. So whether you're hauling, exploring, or just cruising through town, make your next stop Collier Ford. Test drive your next Ford today, and remember, come on to Collier Ford in Wetumpka.
Come to Collier.
Hungry for fresh, flavorful seafood? Come to Wharf Casual Seafood, your local spot for shrimp, crab claws, mahi-mahi, and all your coastal favorites. Looking for a budget-friendly bite? Check out our tasty lunch specials featuring wraps, salads, shrimp, and more. Wharf Casual Seafood, wharfcasualseafood.com. The coast is here.
Safety starts with Montgomery Fire Equipment Company. From inspections and extinguisher service to full fire suppression systems, businesses across Alabama trust our team to protect what matters most. And now, we're hiring. We're looking for new fire technicians to join our team. If you're hardworking and ready to make a difference, this is your chance. Montgomery Fire Equipment, protecting people, property, and progress.
This is the City of Wetumpka Halftime Show on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network.
And welcome to the City of Wetumpka Halftime Show. I'm Mitch Petrie, alongside Deacon Meeks here in the Central Alabama Community College broadcast booth. Indians with an 11-point lead, 35-24 over the Marbury Bulldogs here. And a couple of Indians that led the way here in that first half. Caleb Ballard had that post-rising dunk, also leading the Indians in scoring. He's got 13 points to his name as well. Ballard also has got 7 rebounds to go with it. Chris Robinson coming in right behind him with 9 points, and he's got 5 assists to his name and 4 steals as well. And a couple of other Indians really having a great showing. Can't talk about this Indians team, as always, without talking about Andrew Boyles, 1 of 3 from beyond the arc, and has 11 points as well. He's got 4 assists and 2 steals to his name as well. But looking at that first half, Indians had a lot more turnovers than we're used to seeing. Team as a whole had, sorry, I need to do some math, 13 turnovers in that first half, and that's not what you want to see if you're Coach Thomas and the Indians.
Oh, yeah, definitely. That's one too many for Coach Thomas, especially. But one thing we really don't see is Andrew Boyles and Chris Robinson turn the ball over that much. We don't really see that many bad passes. So going into this second half, the Indians are definitely going to have to start making some smarter passes and some changes. So we've seen that going down low and moving the ball into the paint with Chris Robinson as well as Boyles has been very effective. We've gotten easy 2 points every single time. We've seen Caleb Ballard, as you mentioned, very big, dominant force in the paint. So working them in the paint would definitely work and help this Indians team get a victory in this second half.
Yeah, and you talk about the turnovers, and I think a big part of that was really caused by the pace in that first half, right? You're hustling down the court. You're trying to work so quickly, and when you have guys charging down the court at full speed, it's hard to hit them in stride. And I think that kind of contributed to that turnover issue a little bit. But then towards the end of that second quarter, we saw the Indians slow it down a little bit. The turnovers kind of subsided with that. Well, it was an exciting first half. Indians with an 11-point lead, 35-24. On the other end, you had a couple of different Bulldogs have a nice first quarter. DeAnthony Smith had 5 for the Bulldogs, as well as Noto Trotter with 5. Jamar Brown, though, led the way with 6 points, and Aiden Burdett had 3 to his name as well. Just a couple minutes left here in halftime, and we'll be right back for some third quarter action in just about 2 minutes. You're listening to the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network, powered by Radio Alabama Sports.
This is Kathy Thornton with RE/MAX Cornerstone Plus. I know buying or selling a home can feel overwhelming, but I promise you don't have to go through it alone. I'll guide you through every detail and keep things simple, clear, and stress-free. When you're ready to make a move in the River region, call me, Kathy Thornton, with RE/MAX Cornerstone Plus.
At First Community Bank of Central Alabama, banking's about real relationships, trust, kindness, and a shared commitment to making life better. As your neighbor and partner across Elmore and Autauga counties, we're here for you, whether you're planning your future, buying your first home, or building your wealth. With our local knowledge and heartfelt support, you can count on us. First Community Bank of Central Alabama. Let's do life together. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It's never too late to take the next step. The Central Alabama Community College Adult Learning Program helps adults 18 and older earn their GED or even a high school diploma. You can also prepare for the workforce with short-term certificates in medical billing and coding, medical assisting, pharmacy technician, or hospitality and culinary. Flexible classes fit your schedule, and your future starts today. Visit cacc.edu/adult education or call 256-378-2017. CACC Adult Learning Program. Discover you.
Hi, I'm Beverly Wright with RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty. I know buying or selling a home is a big decision, and that's why I treat every client like family. Whether it's your first home, your forever home, or anything in between, I'll make the process as smooth as possible. I'm Beverly Wright at RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty, here to serve you.
Third quarter action is brought to you by Radio Alabama Sports. Game on. Online at radioalabamasports.net.
And welcome back to the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network. Just a few minutes left here in this halftime. Both teams out on the floor and ready to get things underway. Whistle sounds, and Bulldogs will have the ball to start this one. It's Noah Trotter. He brings it across half court. Catches a pass there, deep two from alongside the baseline. Not going to go that time. But a good offensive board, and they find that C.J. Cook. And the first points of the second half belong to the Bulldogs. Indians slowing things down here a little bit like we guessed they might. Robinson with it now, and high arcing pass over to Voiles. And deep two there from Caleb Ballard. Nice shot from Caleb Ballard. Don't see him working outside of the paint too often, but he does so there, and a good decision.
Yeah, that's a very rare shot from Caleb Ballard, but it went down, so 2 points is 2 points. So good shot right there by Caleb.
Definitely was. Now working with it in a deep two again, coming out of the hands of C.J. Cook. This time the rebound goes the way of the Indians and Tom Sudduth, but he'll give it over to Voiles, who'll be the man to bring it across half court. Voiles guarded by C.J. Cook, and he passes over to Smiley. Nice pass bounce to Tom Sudduth. Working alongside the baseline, Tom Sudduth. Spin move, and just a little bit too strong off the glass there. Hit the glass in the front of the rim and bounces right into the hands of the Bulldogs. Trotter with it now, working on the near corner. Starts to drive inside, standing at the free throw line, but Robinson poked it out there for a second, but it trickles out of bounds. Last touched by Robinson, so Bulldogs will inbound it. Jamar Brown will do so into the backcourt and into the hands of Noah Trotter. Trotter gets a screen there for a second, but nothing doing. Trying to drive inside, but brings it back out alongside the three-point line, but a good shot there from Noah Trotter, and a three there for the Marbury Bulldogs. Indians lead it by just 8 now, 37-29. He'll pass it to Tom Sudduth. Will Robinson, they'll find Caleb Ballard down low, and nobody home there, and that's no problem for Caleb Ballard. Lays it up right away. Smiley trying to steal that inbound pass, and a couple of people diving for it, but I think they'll get Smiley for the foul there. Third foul against Jeremiah Smiley, but Coach Stephen Thomas loves the hustle on that play.
Yeah, amazing hustle, and now forcing his boys to work a bit extra hard and go in that full court press, man-type press on defense, and man up and get big. So Coach Thomas really likes that athletic play by Jeremiah Smiley, even though it was a foul.
And a highly contested shot there by Noah Trotter. Deep two off the mark, offensive rebound from Anthony Morrell, and nothing doing on the offensive rebound there. The ball came right out of bounds. It was last touch, though, by C.J. Cook of the Bulldogs. Morrell will take a seat. DeAnthony Smith will come in his place, and Voiles, after inbounding it to Robinson, gets it right back. Voiles about to bring it across half court, but he passes over to Smiley. Smiley working on the near side, guarded by Cook. A little high-arcing pass there. Little lob to Voiles, who gives it right back to Smiley. Underhand pass to Caleb Ballard, driving down low, and all points of the second half here for the Indians belong to Caleb Ballard. 6 in the second half, 19 overall here for Caleb Ballard. C.J. Cook with it on the far corner, deep two, again alongside the baseline. Rebound from Ballard. Ballard maybe going coast to coast with it. You would think better of it. Pass over to Andrew Voiles. Nice bounce pass there, but as Voiles went up for it, he'll draw the foul.
And it looked like
they actually won't call the foul there. They'll credit him with a block.
Yeah, but it looked like it should have been a foul. Me and you saw the same thing, but called it out of bounds on that one.
And a couple of passes now after the inbound. They'll find Caleb Ballard down low. Couldn't get the dunk to go that time. Won't get the second points either, much to the delight of these Marbury fans. Brown with it now, trying to do it all himself. That time, shot was way too low. And they'll find Chris Robinson all by himself down low. Good jump, spin move there. Not really spin move, but little windmill action. Got it into his right hand. Good move by Chris Robinson. First points of the second half for him. 43-29, Indians on top. Trotter with it now, and he's guarded closely by Robinson. Robinson playing some really good defense here against Trotter, and that's a weak foul call there against Chris Robinson. I mean, he barely touched him. He was playing defense. That's a tough call.
Yeah, if anything, that should have been a 5-second violation on Trotter right there. Chris Robinson was just playing great defense. You can't call a foul on that.
And they were trying to go up with it. Was Jalen Hall there for the Bulldogs. It was rejected by the Indians. Voiles finds Smiley in the corner. They find Tom Sudduth in that post and using his body, trying to get that shot, not going to go. And second chance points from Caleb Ballard off the mark that time.
Coach Thomas very disappointed. He needs those second chance points from Caleb Ballard if they want to pull away in this game.
That ball was stolen away, and now it's Robinson trying to do it all himself. That shot was blocked. Check that. It's a foul call, and that foul goes against Trotter here. Emotions starting to be shown by both sides here in the second half. Second foul of the night against Trotter. It'll send Robinson here to the free throw line.
In continuing the pace of that first half, it is very fast. Starting off this second half right here, as Chris Robinson misses that first free throw, and Miller Lombardi along with John Hudson Wingard will come in the game for Jeremiah Smiley and Tamorion Sudduth.
Robinson collecting himself after that miss. Not too frequent. You see a miss from Robinson at the free throw line, and missed them both, but an offensive board from Wingard. He gives it right back to Robinson, and they find Caleb Ballard down low, and man, Caleb Ballard getting just about everything he wants here in this one outside of a couple of second chance points missed. It's Burdett working the other way here for the Bulldogs, and passes, he falls to the floor, but they'll get it to an open Trotter for three. Off the mark that time, Ballard snags the rebound, and he'll give it over to Voiles. Voiles surveying the court, cross-court pass over to Robinson. And a couple of passes now. It's Lombardi in the corner, not going to get anything going. Ballard trying to do it all himself. That time he'll get the second chance points, and 10 points already in the second half for Caleb Lombardi. And Indians have extended their lead. It's 47-29 now.
Yeah, and playing some very good offense in the paint right now are the Indians.
And some great defense as well. John Hudson Wingard poked out that pass. It was intended down low for Jalen Hall, but ball sailed out of bounds there, and Bulldogs will inbound it. And as they do, Bulldogs will take a timeout there. And as they take a timeout, we'll take one of our own. We'll be right back on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network.
105.1 WRFS is WRFS-FM, Rockford, Alexander City, Lake Martin, Wetumpka, Prattville, Montgomery, home of the Wetumpka Indians on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network.
At First Community Bank, it's more than banking. It's a relationship that lasts. From checking and savings to loans and mortgages, they're here for every stage of life. Local people, local decisions, and a commitment to community. First Community Bank. Let's do life together. Buzzer sounds here. 3 minutes left in this third quarter. Indians with a 47-29 lead. Five out there for the Indians right now are Robinson, Voiles, Ballard, Wingard, and Lombardi, as the Bulldogs get ready to inbound this one. Brown finds a man. It was Jalen Hall, and immediately they'll blow John Hudson Wingard there for the foul. And still no sign from the officials. They'll call that one on the floor, and it'll send Jalen Hall to the free throw line here for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, very light on that whistle. Are the refs starting off the timeout from Marbury.
First free throw goes down there for Jalen Hall. It's his first points of the second half. And second free throw, also money there from Jalen Hall. 31-47 your score. Robinson with it now will pass it to Wingard in the corner. Back over to Robinson and now to Voiles, a cross-court pass. Voiles back over to Robinson, but it was picked off. This time is Anthony Morrell, and he'll just lay it up and in. Marbury fans wanted to dunk there, but he was coming from the wrong side of the bucket. Easy layup there for Morrell. Voiles with it now, finds Wingard down low, and not able to put it up. Ball was poked around there a couple of times, but it was last touched by Caleb Ballard as it went out of bounds. Lombardi guarding the man for the inbound. They got to get it in, and they do. It's Burdett with it now. He's still guarded by Lombardi, trying to fly by him. Put some moves on him and step back three, but it's not going to go there for Burdett. Wingard grabs the board and passes it over to Robinson. They'll give it to Lombardi now. Lombardi on the near side. Got his man in the air and finds Chris Robinson. Robinson gives it there to Caleb Ballard, and as Ballard went up for it, they'll blow the foul. This time it's going to go against Anthony Morrell. That's 3 on Morrell.
Caleb Ballard has been to the free throw line quite a few times this game, and that's mainly because he outsizes most of the guys in the paint, so mostly all they can do is just foul him, and it's led to free points for the Indians. Just like that, Caleb Ballard makes his first free throw, tallying up some more points for the Indians. So good on Caleb for using his size to his advantage in this matchup.
He absolutely has. He's the leading scorer here for the Indians. That free throw puts him at 20 points, now 21 for Caleb Ballard. It's been a masterclass for him. Marbury trying to press the pace and get back into this thing. They trail by 16 with 2 minutes left to go in this third quarter. Brown with it on the far side. 3 from a couple feet beyond the arc. Spins around and falls out. Rebound snagged by Wingard there. Voiles slowing things down now a little bit, and they'll find Chris Robinson on the far side. Robinson cutting below the basket. Good move there. Lays it up and in. No problem there for Chris Robinson.
Yeah, very strong take. Was barely even touched on that take right there. So good job by Chris Robinson.
Burdett with it now, still guarded by Lombardi. He'll get a screen. Thought about the 3, but he'll think better. Up and down foul there, I believe. They're going to call that one against Lombardi. Thought they might get the travel on that one, but the first foul call of the night goes against Lombardi, and that'll send Burdett to the free throw line.
And Burdett did use his body in a way to sort of draw that foul, so that was a good move by Burdett to draw the foul and gets into the free throw line for 2.
Yeah, first free throw from Burdett falls through, and 51-34 your score now. Indians on top by 17. Check that at 16 now after that second free throw is made by Burdett, going 2 of 2 on his trip to the line. Inbound goes to Robinson, and they pass it to Ballard, and a couple of passes now before it finds its way back to Robinson. Robinson with it and passes cross court to Wingard, who checks it back out to Voiles. Back over to Robinson. Indians struggling to find some space, but Robinson says, I'll do it myself. Chucks up a 3 off the mark that time. Rebound into the hands of Noah Gentry. Brown with it now. He was looking for Noah Trotter, but Chris Robinson swats that thing out of bounds, and ball is trickling down the court now. Burdett's going to have to run after it.
And one thing we haven't seen too much from the Indians, because it hasn't been that consistent, is three-point shooting. And I'm honestly quite glad that they haven't been shooting the 3 ball that much, and they've been working efficiently in the paint and using their size to this advantage in the matchup.
Yeah, only one made 3 of the night came in the first quarter from Andrew Voiles. They were trying to go down low, were the Bulldogs, but first shot off the mark, second chance points not there either. Cross-court pass over to Chris Robinson. Robinson drives inside, tries to go jelly with the left hand, won't get it. Put back for John Hudson Wingard. He's on the board now. First points of the night for him. 23 seconds left in this third quarter. Indians with an 18-point lead. And they'll get Robinson there for the foul. That's a second foul on Chris Robinson. Trotter just ran straight into him, but Bulldogs in the bonus now. That'll send Noah Trotter to the free throw line. LT Davis comes up to the scorer's table. He'll come on the floor here after this first free throw. Trotter, nothing but net on that first free throw. LT Davis will come onto the floor now, taking the place of Chris Robinson. And Trotter getting ready to shoot a second free throw line. DeAnthony Smith will come into the game as well. And Trotter, after making both free throws, will come out of the game there for just a second, but 2 free throws there for Trotter to close this gap just a little bit here for the Bulldogs. 15 seconds left in this third quarter, and ball is poked away. LT Davis had it for a second. It was last touched there by C.J. Cook of the Marbury Bulldogs, and so Indians will inbound it again. Actually, they'll give the ball there to the Bulldogs. Coach Thomas said it went off of White, and I happen to agree with him there. It was kicked out of bounds by C.J. Cook. It rolled right off of his foot, but Bulldogs will inbound it, and they're looking for Jalen Hall. Little reverse layup there off the back, and count the bucket, and an and-one opportunity here coming for Jalen Hall.
The Indians cannot let the Marbury Bulldogs crawl back in this one. While they do have a sizable lead right now, that can quickly change with all the free throws that they have been getting recently.
Yeah, and part of that reason is because of the bonus, but that'll reset after the quarter. Free throw drops through there for Jalen Hall. 8 seconds left. Royals with it after the inbound. And ball poked away again. Another turnover, 1 second, and they're not going to get a shot off. Will the Bulldogs, but a 13-point lead here for the Indians, 53-40, as we head in to the fourth quarter. We'll be right back on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network, powered by Radio Alabama Sports.
In Wetumpka, we take pride in our hometown. And so does Brent Turner, owner of Precision Floor Care. A Wetumpka graduate and now a local small business owner, Brent built Precision Floor Care on a commitment to serve his community. From tile and grout work to stone, pavers, and concrete, Precision Floor Care delivers precise, hard surface flooring solutions that protect the places that matter most. Precision Floor Care, precise, hard surface flooring solutions. Learn more at callpfc.com.
Back now here for the fourth quarter. 8 minutes to go in this contest. Indians lead it by 13. And still waiting for the Bulldogs to come out of their huddle. They finally do. Your 5 out there for the Indians are Sudduth, Ballard, Davis, Robinson, and Voiles. Voiles going to inbound this one to Chris Robinson in the backcourt. Robinson will give it right back to Voiles. Voiles 3 off the mark that time, but a good hustle play from Tom Sudduth to snag the rebound. And he'll kick it back out on top to Chris Robinson. Robinson working inside now. Will pass it to Caleb Ballard. Jumper from about 8 feet. A little bit short that time. Off the mark. Coming the other way is C.J. Cook trying to find some room with it. And they'll call Ballard for the foul there. Ballard doesn't agree with the call. He said he was straight up and down, and I happen to agree with him. But first foul of the night against Ballard. And the Bulldogs doing a great job of getting to the free throw line here.
And it looked like Cook did have a little bit of a flop there, but getting to the free throw line for Marbury, something that the Indians can't afford right now in this clutch time situation.
C.J. Cook nails that first free throw, 41-53. 12-point lead now for the Indians. Second free throw coming for Cook. That one rattles around and falls through. 53-42 now. Robinson facing some pressure here from Burdett. And he'll pass over to LT Davis. They find Voiles in the far corner. Voiles starts driving inside, but was looking for Tom Sudduth. The ball was poked out of bounds by Jalen Hall there, so it'll stick on this end of the floor. Voiles lobbing inbound pass to Chris Robinson right at the half-court logo. They'll pass around now back to Voiles, this time in the near corner. Voiles drives inside below the bucket, draws the foul. Not able to get the shot to convert there, waiting to see who the foul was called on, and it was called against DeAnthony Smith. First foul for DeAnthony Smith. Voiles heading to the free throw line now, waiting for things to get situated outside of the paint. They finally do. Voiles gets the inbound now. First free throw coming. Boyles nails that first free throw as you get a couple substitution here for the Bulldogs. Smith will come out of the game, and Anthony Morrell will come into the game, as will Jamar Brown. Boyles' second free throw, also money, nailed them both. Did Andrew Boyles. Those are his first points of the second half. Jamar Brown trying to do it all himself, blocked by Tom Sudduth. Coming the other way quickly, Andrew Boyles, coast to coast, no problem. Lays it up and in, and this lead right back to 15 here for the Indians. Trotter with it now, standing just in front of half court. Little sidestep, mid-range jumper. Nice move there from Noah Trotter, and he nails that one, trying to cut into this Indians lead.
Coach Thomas being a great mentor, especially on defense, telling his players where to be, what to do, and to just have their feet steady. Very good shot by Marbury, though, to get that one to go.
LT Davis had it there for a second. Get a substitution now. LT Davis will check out of the game. Smiley will take his place. Robinson going to inbound this one from the near side, just in front of us and off to the side, in between us and the Wetumpka bench. He'll inbound it to Smiley. Smiley will give it back to Robinson. Looked at Boyles in the near corner, but he'll think better. Give it back to Smiley, and now back to Robinson. Robinson looking for down low in the paint, and Andrew Boyles. High arcing pass there for Burdett. Three from the corner. Too strong, off the mark. Put back attempt, no good either. Came out of the hands of Morrell. Tom Sudduth grabs the board, gives it to Boyles. Boyles trying to do it all himself again. Saved it before going out of bounds into the hands of Chris Robinson. The ball was poked out yet again, and pass over the head of Noah Trotter sails out of bounds. Turnover there on the Bulldogs. They were trying to push the base, but went a little bit too quickly that time, forcing the turnover. Smiley inbounds it in the backcourt over to Robinson. 6 minutes to play here in regulation. 57-44, Indians lead it. Smiley with it now on the far corner, driving inside. Layup off the mark that time. On the fast break, it's Trotter trying to do it all himself. Layup too strong. Good rebound there from Chris Robinson. Finds Boyles with nobody home in front of him. And a nice pass off the backboard there. Caleb Ballard puts it down.
A great alley-oop off the backboard. That's team chemistry right there. Andrew Boyles and Caleb Ballard queuing it up together. And even if Andrew Boyles didn't meant to go for the layup on that one, he's going to say that was definitely a pass.
It was definitely not a layup attempt there. I think he knew exactly where Robinson was behind him. A great display of that team chemistry like he talked about. Alley-oop off the backboard. That was a fun play there. And a great finish there from Caleb Ballard. Went all the way back to grab it and put it down with some force. 59-44, Indians on top.
We have not seen that one tonight, and we probably won't see one like that for a while, but that was a very entertaining play. Don't really see that many at all, even in NBA, in the G League, in college basketball. You don't really see that much of alley-oops off the backboards, but it's so entertaining when that finally does happen, and the big man goes up there and gets the slam. So props to Caleb Ballard for going up there, getting big, and getting that assist for Andrew Boyles.
Well, and you also talk about it, I mean, they've been trying to get the alley-oop going all night, and they finally do it, and I would argue that's almost harder than a regular alley-oop off the backboard. You can only really do that on a fast break. They did so there. Just a great play all around from Boyles and Ballard. Bulldogs will get possession here, 5 minutes and 35 seconds left here. Indians with a 15-point lead. Brown's going to inbound it. Needs some help. Indians come out in the full court press, but a pass sails over the head of Morrell. Caleb Ballard, back-to-back dunks.
And a nice pump fake right there by Ballard to get his man in the air to go for the dunk. And, man, that was a vicious slam. Caleb Ballard going to the rack for two.
And a foul on the other end of the floor. Bulldogs were trying to push the pace. Burdett goes up, and they'll call that foul on Tom Sudduth. First foul on Tom Sudduth there. Coach Thomas here saying the same thing I was about to say there. He went straight up, and Burdett was the one who jumped into Sudduth. Sudduth went straight up, and that's a tough foul there. First free throw goes down for Burdett.
Lock out.
And second one good as well there. 61-46 now. Indians still on top. 5 minutes and 14 seconds left here in this fourth quarter. Smiley with it now on the near side, trying to put his defender on skates. A couple of good moves there, able to give it over to Robinson. Gives it right back to Smiley and back to Robinson. Indians taking their time here, trying to find an opening. Now it's Sudeth on the near corner. A full cross-court pass there to Voiles, and now back to Robinson at the top. Indians just dancing around here a little bit. Voiles back over to Robinson. And Robinson put a nice move there on Burdett. Got some space and went straight down to the rack, slashing through. And a nice layup goes down there for Chris Robinson, 63-46. Jamar Brown working with it. Off the mark that time. Second chance points no good. Sudeth wrestled there for the rebound, but as he came to the ground there, he'll get called for the travel. He just fell straight on his back there, and they're going to call that every time, unfortunately.
Yeah, Coach Thomas was right. He did the Marbury offensive player, I believe it was number 15, was over his back, and should have been a foul. Just a missed call right there.
Brown with it now on the far side, guarded by Jeremiah Smiley. He'll kick it over to Trotter at the top of the arc. Trotter guarded by Robinson. Nothing doing there. Kicks it over to Burdett. 3 too strong off the back of the iron there. Sudeth with the rebound and a couple of passes. They'll get it over to Voiles. Voiles taking his time to cross half court, and he does so. He's guarded by Burdett, and he'll hand it off there to Chris Robinson. Robinson waiting for the defender to approach him. It was Burdett again. Robinson trying to go inside. Ball was poked out of the air there. Ballard had it for a second, but it was wrestled away by Brown. And should have been an offensive foul there. Jeremiah Smiley came set his feet, and a full elbow extension there from Jamar Brown, but they'll give him the bucket and no foul. Coach Thomas not happy about that call, and I don't blame him.
Yeah, that was full contact right there. Should have been a foul, and Jeremiah Smiley should have been the one inbounding the ball on the way back for the Indians.
And Smiley came crashing down. They'll get a foul call against Anthony Morrell. That's 4 on Morrell, 1 more, and he'll have to ride Pine for the rest of the way. Smiley at the free throw line, looking for his first points of the game. Rattles around and falls through there for Jeremiah Smiley. It's a 16-point lead for the Indians now with just over 3 minutes left to go. Good on both free throws is Jeremiah Smiley, and Bulldogs trying to push the pace. It's Burdett trying to do it himself again, and they'll call another foul on Jeremiah Smiley, and that's 4 there on Smiley.
Their whistles are very kind to Aiden Burdett tonight, and I believe Coach Thomas is in disbelief right now. He should have had plenty of calls called on him, such as the little shove off on Jeremiah Smiley, as well as Tamorian Sudeth's foul that was previously called, but quite a few.
Both free throws there, good for Burdett. All of his points in the second half, 6 of them coming from the free throw line there, has yet to make a field goal in the second half. Robinson with the ball now, looking for somewhere to go with it, and they're counting. Almost got the 5-second violation, but they'll give it over to Voiles. They'll give it back to Robinson. Robinson trying to find some space inside, not able to get the shot up successfully that time. And Ballard did a great job of corralling that rebound. Ballard's got 16 points here in the second half. He might be close to a 30 bomb. Deep 3 from Trotter. Short arms that time. Offensive board, though. They'll give it right back to Trotter. Again, short arm. This time it was a mid-range jumper. And Tom Sudeth grabbed the rebound, but Jalen Hall will foul him as he was fighting for it. A reach-in called there. 2 minutes and 14 seconds left to go. Indians with 67 to the Bulldogs 50. 17-point lead here for the Indians. Boyles being guarded by Trotter, and now crosses half court. Spin move there, and he's got some space trying to do it all himself. Layup off the mark that time. Boyles unhappy with the miss there, and that's not one you tend to see him miss too often. Catch and shoot three for Brown in the corner. Nothing but net that time, and a timeout by Marbury's coach. Coach Turner will call a timeout after the made three from Jamar Brown, 53-67. And we'll take a quick break here on the Collier Ford Sports Network. Wetumpka Sports Network, brought to you by Radio Alabama Sports.
Gear up for a flavor victory at Wharf Casual Seafood. Whether you're craving seafood classics like shrimp or crab claws, or wanting to tackle a juicy burger or crisp salad, we've got your winning play. Dine in with us or grab a meal to go and find out why every bite is a win at Wharf Casual Seafood. Check out our menu at wharfcasualseafood.com. The coast is here.
Whether it's an everyday sprain, strain, fracture, or sports injury that doesn't require a trip to the ER, Baptist Ortho Now offers urgent orthopedic injury care with walk-in convenience 6 days a week. Online at baptisthealth.org. Indians inbound this one despite the full court pressure here from the Bulldogs. Robinson with it now and will bring it across half court. He's guarded by Jamar Brown. And Robinson trying to find somewhere to go with it. Starts working his way to the rack there, and I believe that's a reach-in foul. And that will be called on Jamar Brown. So fouls in back-to-back offensive possessions on Jamar Brown. Robinson going to get ready to inbound this one. 1 minute and 37 seconds left to go, and barring a miracle, Indians should be able to come away with the win here, but crazier things have happened. 67-53. Indians are on top. Boyles guarded by Burdett after getting the inbound in the backcourt. He was looking for Chris Robinson. Ball was stolen away there by Jamar Brown, trying to do it all himself. Gets the layup to go, and with the foul called against Chris Robinson. And that's 3 there on Robinson, and an and-one opportunity coming for Jamar Brown. That was a tough shot there from Brown. Momentum carrying him straight out of bounds, but able to get the layup to fall through.
Yeah, an unlucky call there on Chris Robinson. I didn't really think it was a foul, but refs called it that way, so it is what it is.
And one opportunity converts there for Jamar Brown, and Jeremiah Smiley got the inbound there, and Trotter gets called for the foul, just stepped right in front of Jeremiah Smiley, but that foul puts the Indians in the bonus, and they'll head straight to the free throw line. Smiley looking to go 2 for 2 like he did on that last trip. First free throw short on there by Jeremiah Smiley.
Getting later into this game, the more you get these free points with less time expired is more valuable to the Indians in this as the latter part of this game continues.
And second free throw goes down there for Smiley. LT Davis will come on and take his place. One of the better defenders here on this Indians team, LT Davis is. Trotter deep too, off the mark that time. Voiles will grab the rebound there, and he'll bring it across half court. Burdett guarding him closely, but Voiles just content here to dribble it, trying to find somewhere to pass it to, and still nowhere. Putting on the moves here, and Voiles just dancing around now. Finds an open space, but still just running back and forth. Voiles not looking like he wants to get a shot up. He's just running around in circles there. They'll foul Voiles, and that one goes against Jonathan Morrell. By my count, that's 5, and that should be the last foul of the game against Morrell. He'll probably have to ride pine for the rest of this one.
Yeah, and Andrew Voiles did a great job that possession of just running around for a solid 40 seconds, burning some time off, not allowing Marbury to come even closer to cutting down this Indians deficit and have a possible comeback win.
Yeah, that was a good basketball IQ play there from Andrew Voiles as he drops in that first free throw, just wasting as much time as he could. And Indians 69-56 on top by 13 now. But still another free throw. And that one rattles around, takes a friendly bounce for the Indians, falls through. And perfect trip to the line there for Andrew Voiles. Hall with it now, driving inside, layup off the mark, rebound goes to Tom Sudduth. He'll underhand pass to Voiles, and LT Davis will catch the pass there on the near corner and passes it smartly to Caleb Ballard, who goes up and lays it in. 19 seconds left in this one. Trying to draw the foul was Brown, off the mark that time. Offensive rebound there from Burdett. Not going to go either. Indians rejected Tom Sudduth, and they'll find Chris Robinson down low by himself. Reverse dunk. Ends the game with some authority, does Chris Robinson. 74-56 your final score. Indians get the win. Both teams do here tonight. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, it'll be time for the RE/MAX Cornerstone Plus post-game show. We'll be right back on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network.
Are you tired of slow internet? With Central Access, you get the speeds you pay for delivered directly to your door, so you won't get bogged down when your neighbors are online too. Stream, game, work, and video chat. No contracts, no data caps, no price hikes, nothing but an exceptional all-night experience. Check availability today at caecaccess.com. Central Access, your local link to broadband.
Looking for power, performance, and adventure? You'll find it all at Collier Ford in Wetumpka. For more than 70 years, Collier Ford has been proudly serving the River region since 1952, helping families and businesses hit the road with confidence. When you think trucks, think Collier Ford, home of the legendary Ford F-150, built tough to handle any job. If adventure is calling, Collier Ford has the bold and capable Ford Bronco, ready to take you off the beaten path. Want that same spirit in a smaller package? The Bronco Sport is waiting for you at Collier Ford. From great ideas to family service, Collier Ford makes buying your next vehicle easy, fun, and stress-free. So whether you're hauling, exploring, or just cruising through town, make your next stop Collier Ford. Test drive your next Ford today, and remember, come on to Collier Ford in Wetumpka.
Come to Collier.
This is the RE/MAX Cornerstone Plus post-game show on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network.
And welcome to the RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty Plus post-game show. I'm Mitch Petrie alongside Deacon Meeks, and Indians get the win here tonight. A final score of 74-56. Deacon, your takeaways from this one here tonight?
Well, personally, I think that chemistry was a major part of this game. The Indians showed how they can facilitate the ball well, how they can trust on each other, how they can rely on each other to make the big-time plays, such as Caleb Ballard going up for multiple slams, as well as Chris Robinson's game-ending slam right there at the end. But I'd also like to point out that the Indians did not shoot the three ball that much, and the Indians were very efficient with their paint drives and their two-point, settling for the easy things, the easy layups, and not having to force too many threes really led to a dominant victory by the Indians tonight.
Yeah, it absolutely did, and dominant indeed is one way to classify Caleb Ballard's performance. I mean, you want to talk about a guy who just showed up and showed out all night long. 34 points on the night for Caleb Ballard. I believe that is a career high. Had a bunch of rebounds as well. Finishes the night with 21 rebounds as well and 5 blocks to his name as well. Tom Sudduth finishes the night with just 2 points, but Sudduth doing a great job defensively, grabbing 11 rebounds here for the Indians, a couple assists, 4 block shots for him as well. Chris Robinson finishes as the third leading scorer here for the Indians, finishes the night with 15 points and a whole host of assists to go with it there for Chris Robinson. He finishes with 8 assists and 5 steals as well. Indians really cleaned up the turnover issue there in that second half compared to the 13 turnovers in that first half for the Indians. Only had 5 in the second half, which is pretty standard among high school basketball. And then, of course, Andrew Voiles did a great job tonight as well. As always, 17 points for him on the night, 4 rebounds, but 7 assists for Voiles and 2 steals as well. Just an all-around great showing here from the Indians tonight. Indians now on a 2-game win streak, and they'll look ahead to Thursday night. We'll have the call there. Myself and Gavin Baxley will be calling the final area game of the season as the Indians travel to take on Percy Julian. A score update for you as well. Stanhope Elmore, Percy Julian. That game tonight will determine who could possibly win the area tournament. Percy Julian on top of Stanhope Elmore by 3 points right now, 40-37, with just a minute left to go in that third quarter. If Stanhope Elmore wins that game, the Indians clinch the area tournament. If they lose that game Thursday night, if Stanhope loses and Percy Julian wins, then the game on Thursday night will be for the opportunity to host the area tournament. Indians hoping for a Mustangs win, believe it or not. Very infrequently would you hear that, but Indians don't want to leave anything up to chance. Coach Thomas has stressed the importance of the area tournament. Indians get it done by both teams here tonight. Boys win this one 56-74, and the girls with a whopping 75-12 final score. And for the final time tonight, I'm Mitch Petrie alongside Deacon Meeks. You're listening to the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network, powered by Radio Alabama Sports. Thanks for listening.
This has been a presentation of Radio Alabama Sports. This broadcast is copyrighted by Radio Alabama for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast, descriptions, or accounts of the game without Radio Alabama's consent is strictly prohibited. Thanks for listening.
You've been listening to the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network, home of the Wetumpka Indians. Presented by RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty and RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty Plus, Central Alabama Community College, and the City of Wetumpka. Sponsored in part by Collier Ford, Central Alabama Community College, RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty and RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty Plus, Baptist Health, and Baptist Ortho Now, the City of Wetumpka, Central Access, Russell Do-It Center, State Farm Agent Jackson Hagan, Wharf Casual Seafood, First Community Bank, Montgomery Fire Equipment Company, CAC Adult Learning, and Precision Floor Care. The Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network is a product of Radio Alabama Sports and Radio Alabama. This broadcast is copyrighted by Radio Alabama for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast, descriptions, or accounts of the game without Radio Alabama's consent is strictly prohibited. Thanks for listening.